motive to like a horrible crime, like a mass shooting or something. And sometimes it's just that the person's crazy, you know, like a lot of times those are intertwined. It's like the person was crazy and just latched onto this or that particular political ideology, you know what I mean? Like when it comes to like mass shootings and like crazy murders and stuff, it's like, yeah, they were crazy and they got hooked into this, you know, fucking thing that they shouldn't have.
Yeah. Yeah, vast majority of the time, they're just fucking crazy.
Yeah. But like I would say, the what is it, the CEO murder? I think that was one of those ones where that was legitimately like a politically motivated thing. Like the craziness was there too, but that was definitely more political than crazy.
Yeah, I didn't really look into it that much.
Well, I'm
Seemed
just
like he
saying
was
he went
winning
and murdered somebody because like of a specific, like his choice was political for
it.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah, vast majority of the time.
Wait, the NFL one?
Fucking crazy.
No, the CEO, the medical CEO or whatever, he was like medical or Medicare or something.
Okay.
He was involved in one of those pharmaceutical companies or whatever.
Yeah. Sorry.
Like that
I
one, I
don't know
was gonna
why,
say
but I
is like
thought.
that one's a pretty
Okay.
obvious. He was involved in one of those pharmaceutical companies or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that one,
I
I
thought
was
you were
gonna
talking
say
about
is
the
like
one
that
that was
one's a pretty
happening
obvious.
at
One of
the
those
NFL
pharmaceutical
headquarters.
companies or whatever.
Yeah. For some reason, I don't know why I thought. Probably because I wasn't paying close enough attention to what you were saying.
So there was like
My
there
apologies.
was an NFL murder that what happened or something recently.
Yeah, it was weird. Like he went to where the NFL, but he got. Yeah, he was apparently blamed the NFL for the alleged CTE that he got playing high school football.
Oh yeah. Like in the grand scheme of things, sure, yeah, no, like the the proliferation of football and people wanting to play it is you know NFL is partially to blame in that just sort of that whole set of situation where like they're just not putting enough money into like and not just the NFL, like every football franchise, like you know Pop Warner, all the little kids ones and the high school ones are also equally to blame in that respect. That like there's just not enough research into the proper kind of safety gear that they really actually should be wearing. You know what I mean? Like the shitty cheap helmets that they wear in like high school football games and for little kids, like they should really have upgraded that technology a long time ago. But like as in like
Yeah,
directly responsible, nah, you chose to play football, bro. You know,
yeah,
unless your parents made you do it, it's your choice, your responsibility, your fault. If your parents forced you into it, then it's their fault.
mm.
You know.
Yeah. It seemed very misguided.
But you can't go like
Whatever.
that straight. Like I morally, sure, yeah, you can blame all these other people too morally, and say yeah, they're all partly responsible because they take all this money making it from the sport, but they don't put any back into researching safety for the participants. I would say similarly like boxing, like yeah, the boxers are responsible for choosing to do it, but there really should be more research into like how safe is boxing and how can it be made safe enough that people aren't fucking by the end of their career like drooling fucking imbeciles. You know what I mean? Like there should be some sort of middle ground here. There should be some attempt at figuring this out.
Yeah, boxing is a tough one because I mean you're hitting directly in the head a bunch of times.
Yeah. Like, is it better gloves and helmets and masks or whatever or what? I don't know if there's any way to really mitigate that. You know, because part of the
Yeah,
rules
that's
is if you knock someone out, you win. Like, knocking out is a brain
yeah,
injury every time, so you're signing up for brain injury when you choose to take the sport. How much can we protect you from yourself?
yeah. And the NFL definitely dragged their feet up trying to update any of that shit too. I mean, they've gotten a lot better about it recently. Like they've kind of legislated out a lot of fucking hits that are just not allowed anymore. They're going to
Well,
get
also
penalized. And
the helmet technology is not really up to par. If I remember correctly, there are helmets out there that are better for football players, and if the NFL mandated like better helmets, then they would get cheaper for everyone else to be able to purchase too. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
Because there would be more production and more demand. Like, so they would be increasing the demand and lowering the price, which would make it more possible for colleges. And then when the colleges get in, then more likely high schools could afford it, and it would trickle down eventually. To use a Reaganomics term. But that's like a
Yeah.
moral thing. That's not like a direct like physical response. You can't go murder some fucking random college people because you didn't like the fucking results of your own fucking choice.
Yeah, former players have been shooting themselves in the heart for a couple of decades now to have their brains studied after they die.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's been happening. Like Hall of Fame players have been like shooting themselves, like not in the head, to kill themselves so their brains can be
Damn.
studied. Like that's been going on for like I don't know. First one was probably at least probably a couple decades ago, and it's been
That's
several.
pretty fucking brutal. That's pretty fucking brutal right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, it's pretty fucking nuts.
Good lord.
Yeah, it's pretty dark. Nice of them to, contribute, try to contribute after death, I guess. But pretty tragic.
Yeah.
Really fucking tragic.
Yep. That is pretty
Ugh.
sad, man. I genuinely I wouldn't wish that on anyone, man. But at the same time, yeah, nobody made him do it, man.
Mm.
Like they chose to play football. It's a very beneficial thing for them. It's not like they were, rounded
Yeah,
up at
well, I mean, back,
gunpoint. At a certain point, you kind
yeah,
of have to take responsibility for your own choices too. And it's not like this
yeah,
is
I don't know that
hard
they had
information to
the,
get.
yeah, I don't know that they had the awareness that like players now do,
Yeah.
10, 20 years. But
Oh no
yeah,
no no! I'm,
yeah,
I'm I'm saying like the people now. Okay, to be fair, yeah, I wasn't really talking about the older players because I think that was more of a case of they probably didn't know quite as much. But like now, if you're playing football and stuff, there's no fucking excuse because this is pretty common knowledge. Like I've even heard that thing about the being shot in the heart thing, shooting themselves in the heart thing.
yeah, it's been going on for a while for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't until that started happening that the NFL actually started trying to do anything like substantial. The rest of the time, I think they were actively like suppressing any kind of knowledge shit
Oh yeah, really
to a certain degree. Yeah, yeah,
makes sense.
yeah. They definitely didn't make it the priority they should have back before that started happening.
That is very true.
But yeah, when you have like not just like the fucking average Joes of the league, like fucking guys that are in the Hall of Fame and shooting themselves in the heart,
Oh
at
yeah.
5, 10 years after they fucking retire. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That it would be nice to see some movement on that. Like there's a lot of things going on in the world, but that is there's
Yeah. And again, they've definitely worked towards it now. Changes,
oh yeah, they've taken out the hits
I
and
mean,
stuff. So
for the
there's
longest
there's
time.
some movement. Well, hopefully it gets more and more. Because like
Yeah.
on the one hand, like I don't have a lot of pity for people that made millions of dollars doing something. Because like unless
Mm-hmm.
they made some terrible decisions in life, they're gonna be well taken care of into their old age. And that seems like a pretty reasonable trade-off that they might have chosen to do even if they knew the consequences.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, well, it
like,
was weird because there would be like Larry Fitzgerald was a receiver was talking about when I first started talking about it. He's like, take a concussion than a knee injury that's going to put me out for a year because I can be back in a couple weeks from a concussion. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Instead of being out for and missing an entire season with a knee injury.
yeah, oh yeah,
Although they limited that too. Like you can't really hit anybody in the knees, dude, anymore either.
Oh yeah,
It's
for
got to
sure.
be
That's
pretty much.
that's insane that was ever an allowed move, man.
Oh yeah, well,
When
dude,
it happens, someone,
helmet to
Jesus
helmet.
fucking Christ.
Yeah, helmet to helmet shit didn't really even start getting outlawed until like fucking like the mid '90s, maybe. No, later than that. Probably
Yeah,
right
I
around the early
remember the debate.
late
Yeah, you're right. I remember my dad like watching stuff about that on TV and shit, where they would like talk about like helmet to helmet hitting and stuff and show like examples, and you're like, God damn, that's fucking crazy. Why is that ever allowed? You know, like you like if you don't watch sports, I was never a sports kid. I wasn't into it. Like I played a little bit of little league baseball, but that was it, and I didn't really care to watch baseball.
right.
Like I was like okay. My dad, I think my parents took me to see one game because the little league coach that I was under knew the coaches from the Oakland A's, and
All
so
right.
when they were still in Oakland, and so we got to go out and practice with like the Oakland A's coaches, like on the field, and then we got to watch the game after that.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking awesome for a little kid. That was cool, but like I remember being like, "Oh, this is kind of cool," but not really my thing. After the game, you know, like I'm like the practicing was great. Watching the game was kind of fucking boring and long.
Yeah, baseball's a tough one to appreciate, dude.
Yeah. I
Even as
was a little
someone like
kid was just not into it, and I think like most of the kids in the team were probably fucking thrilled. So, but I've never been super into
right.
sports, and I think if you're not a sports person and you watch some of those helmet to helmet hits, because I can vividly remember seeing some of them, and I've seen them on YouTube as well, and it's just fucking brutal. It is just hard to watch because you're like, God damn, are they both alive? Is are they both getting
Yeah,
up?
I
Because one
remember
of them
that.
might not be getting up. You know.
Yeah, I remember it ended. There's a player called Chuck Cecil who was played safety, which is kind of the last, the defense. And
Yeah.
basically, he was like this pretty skinny dude, but he kind of made it because he would fucking just use his helmet, his head as a fucking battering ram,
Good
and
lord.
fucking. So like, yeah, once the rules came in where the helmet to helmet shit was down, his career very quickly was over.
Ended. Yeah. I bet the coaches were like, "Thank God," because we were gonna have to watch this fucking idiot die on the field. You know, because if you're the lower weight one and you're using your head as a battering ram, like yeah, that's gonna work until your fucking brain just gives up. You know, at a certain point, your brain is just gonna not be able to take it anymore, and you're gonna just fucking die in the middle of the fucking hit. Oh, fun little bit of drama that is probably not going to be covered by anyone. The React couple that I watch, MXR, did this little. They broke up and they announced it, and then they unbroke up and they announced it, and then they broke up again and announced it. Thing. And for the
Right.
longest time, people were kind of like, "Yo, I wonder if it's because the girl's friend was living with them." The two were named Jeannie and Henry, and the other girl was named Kai. And she was like their editor and Jeannie's friend and lived with them for a long time, like years and years. And
Oh
everybody was kind
wow.
of like, wow, there's a lot of chemistry between Kai and Henry. Is this fucking side piece? Is he fucking her? Like even I thought that when I was watching a few of the videos where I'm like, are they fucking? Because they're awfully fucking familiar with one another for not being a couple. Like I get that they live together,
Right.
and honestly, I don't fucking care, and it's none of my business, and I could probably be wrong on this one for sure. But
Yeah, but that does seem to be what happens.
now they're broken up, and now they're seeing more and more content with Henry and Kai, and it's like, oh no, it looks like maybe he fucking did replace her with his side piece, not just in his bed, but in his business, like. Because the
Right,
reason they
right.
got together from the first part was he was a up and coming YouTuber who was famous and making enough money to live off of. And she was like, oh, look, a guy who's well known and has money, and fucking started dating him. And that was because of the YouTube thing. And
Right, right.
then his YouTube channel got banned, and you had to start being like, oh, I wonder how long that's going to last, because she was with him for his YouTube thing, and now she's a successful streamer.
Right.
Usually women lose respect for men after that, but also there was all this, like they're living with their fucking her friend Kai, and it's like she's clearly into him, and guys will take whatever they can get. Like
Right. Yeah, especially if the original chick is, clearly lost respect for him or whatever.
And then I watched like the first hour of a live stream, and it was rough watching it because she's not entertaining.
No.
And like they're both cute, but like I don't, cute just isn't that fucking interesting. After like 5 minutes, it's like, oh yeah, they're cute, and 5 minutes is up, and I don't care anymore.
Right. Yeah,
but I watched an hour, and at some point, I think in the 45-minute mark, somebody was like, "Oh, hey, can you give us any update on how Kai's doing?" And she's like, "No, I can't talk about Kai. Don't ask me that anymore." Like holy shit. And that, because at first I was like, maybe people are just jumping to conclusions because Henry's just like, well, Kai lives nearby or something, and I need somebody to fill in the videos, and it's awkward to ask my ex-girlfriend to show up. And so he started working with Kai on some of them, and now you're kind of like going, oh, she can't tell us anything about Kai. Ooh, that's not fucking good.
She doesn't want to hear about Kai.
Yeah, she doesn't want you to ask her anymore. Oh, okay.
I don't want to be reminded of that.
Like that could either be like, I'm not getting involved in whatever's going on. It's none of my business. I'm broken up. I'm moved on. And it may not even be that Kai's dating Henry, but it also could very well be that Henry picked up on Kai right after she left, and then when she was like, oh, so I just got fucking scooped by my best friend, But also, she was making a lot of comments about him being like a little out of shape. They're both Asian, so like out of shape for them, it's like you would never fucking know. Like he just wasn't muscular. Right. He was still like really like average looking guy. Like as far as he wasn't like fat or anything like that. He's super like fucking skinny like an Asian dude. But she started slimming down a little more and getting a little more curvy for her, which is because she's kind of a flat chested Asian chick, Korean or whatever. So I wonder if that also was part of it too, where she was like, I could do better, like I'm a streamer, I'm getting in better physical condition, and I look better, and now maybe I could do better. So it's like could be a lot of those things, but it's very entertaining to watch because for some reason they're putting this shit up online, and it's like, why? Like you should just not fucking share any of this. The breakup thing was reasonable. Everybody's used to you being a couple in your videos and doing vlogs as couples and everything, and people would wonder. So it's nice to say like, hey, we're broken up. It did not work out. You shouldn't explain anything else. You should that should be the whole message.
Yeah. Regardless of what else anybody might want to know, that's all they need to know.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna want to ask all sorts of questions. Me personally, I'll watch if you're gonna go into it. But I don't really give a shit. Like if they don't give more information, I'm not. Oh no, what's going on? But this whole thing is getting to be very entertaining, and I'm wondering how long before she starts going down the hoe route. Because she was started to do sexier and sexier stuff in their fucking videos, like suddenly wearing like bikinis and shit in like a video, and like trying to like distract Henry by trying to turn him on. I'm like, okay, that's totally out of their normal wholesome context where they don't do anything weird and super sexual other than with like they would do weird games with sex dolls. They bought some of those fucking real dolls.
Oh wow.
They would do like get drunk and try to position them like two different sex dolls together in like positions, which is not like super safe for work or anything, but that's not like they're not wearing skimpy outfits or doing anything sexual themselves. It's kind of like more funny than any kind of sexual thing.
Yeah.
But I am interested to see how far this goes. Like if she ends up going down the hoe route and doing the fucking sexy Patreon or like the OnlyFans or something now that he's not there making money and she's living on her own. Like she
Seems
moved in
pretty
with her
inevitable.
parents, but that's gonna last for what? What do you figure that lasts? You know, like maybe a year before she starts to chafe at like being, you know, living with her fucking parents.
Yeah, especially if it's an Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be great. 6 months to a year, maybe a year. Yeah.
Yeah, 6 months might be a little more realistic, actually. That's a good point. But yeah, that whole thing is very fucking funny, like to me at least. Not quite the level of Nicholas Diorio drama stuff. You know what I mean? Like his drama's way better, but it's like a little like oh look a little snack drama. You know, it's not a main course drama; it's a little snack.
Yeah, entertaining enough, worth the watch.
Exactly.
Mudahar claiming to be an engineer for a decade or whatever, and he's not.
Wait, Mudahar claimed to be an engineer, and he's not really an engineer? I didn't know this about. I knew Mudahar was fucking weird, fucking creepy guy, but I didn't
Yeah,
know.
well, there's a lot of shit that he's claimed over the years. Like he said he's a video engineer, software engineer, computer engineer. There's a dude, the Nick Andros guy or whatever, did a video about it where over a fucking decade of him claiming this shit, and then it's a little odd because he didn't really go to college for more than I think maybe a semester.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it's a weird. Yeah, the more you hear about that guy, he's just the guy that bullshits. Only he doesn't do it as bad, as unbelievably as most of those type of people do, where their stories are complete bullshit.
Oh, so you know what? That actually makes me wonder because there's numerous times where he's talked about like how much money he has or makes, where I'm going like, that's bullshit. There's no fucking way you're making the kind of money you say you're making, and still making YouTube videos. Bullshit.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
fucking
he's claimed
way.
to have he's always claimed to have like a 9-to-5 job, and that and still putting out daily videos and shit. Yeah,
well, he's also claimed to be having resources in like the millions of dollars.
Oh yeah, he's got allegedly a gigantic fucking like construction / real estate development company or whatever.
Yeah. And it's just like, dude, there's no fucking way. Like, you would not be doing what you're doing on the internet if you had like a real legitimate business. You would be be running your fucking real legitimate business because it's so much more profitable than like YouTube would be from what you're describing. You know, and like your count of subscribers.
Yeah, so apparently beyond just being somebody that tells tall tales or whatever, it did seem like he would invoke his status as I know about these things, I'm right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like lending more credibility to his arguments than he really deserved.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, Mudahar is fucking. That guy's a lunatic, dude. I don't know why anybody would be super into him, other than like for the entertainment value.
He's not even that entertaining though. Like,
no. I mean the entertainment of watching like the psychotic, fucking crazy shit he does.
Oh right.
Not like legitimately for his content. Like I wouldn't. Yeah, his content's horrible. Like I'm talking about just like the lolcow sort of version of like entertainment. Yeah. Like he's a fucking joke, and I'm enjoying the joke.
Yeah. I think he's kind of flown under the radar. Like, got a fucking pretty goddamn large fan base. So yeah, I guess
very surprisingly large for what he does. Like his stuff is pretty fucking boring, dude. I don't understand why people watch it, but there's a lot of that on YouTube. So I don't know. Maybe my tastes are just too different.
Yeah, Yeah, there's plenty of fucking channels where you're like, why does this person have this fucking following?
Oh, what was that little
Not
twink that did
that
fucking makeup that everybody was super into?
uh,
Charlie something or whatever, or like.
oh, there was James Charles, I think.
Jan, that's the one. Yeah, 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 that one. The little Twinkie guy that did the fucking makeup and raped little fucking 16-year-olds.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that guy. That guy. Like that guy was fucking super popular, and I'm like, how is anybody giving any like watching this at all on purpose?
Yeah.
Like you're like
Well, anyway,
not even that you enjoy it, that you would watch it on purpose is fucking baffling to me. You know, like
yeah, I never understood the makeup tutorial fascination. Weird.
God. Well, I get it. If you do makeup, I understand totally watching makeup tutorials. But like that guy was just obnoxious. Like I like it was like it wasn't even like novel. It was just like yeah, lots of good guys wear makeup. That's not really
Mm-hmm.
fucking new. Like you go to any fucking tranny show in San Francisco or New York, and you're gonna see a lot of dudes in makeup. It's not a fucking like magical
Right,
fucking
right.
unique thing that he's doing. It's kind of fucking already been done by a lot of people. And those a lot of those people have way more interesting and fun personalities than he does.
Right, right.
You know, like
Yeah, I guess
they're
I'm
actually kind
saying
of
why.
entertaining people out there. He's kind of boring as shit.
Indeed.
Unless they were all like kind of enjoying the you know inevitable slow breakdown of his fucking fall from grace. You know.
Like they were just watching, waiting for the crash out.
Yeah, yeah,
I
exactly.
got it.
That I can believe.
Yeah, what I remember from that is like there was a kind of hated from, and everybody was bullshit. And then like a year later, it turned out he was like even worse than anyone thought. I don't remember the exact details because I just didn't give a shit.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was something like everyone thought he was falsely accused, and it turned out he probably was doing this shit, but there just wasn't the proof. And then he got
yeah.
busted like later on, like a year later.
And everybody's like, I always knew. And you're like, no, you fucking didn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh man, so many wacky fucking characters out there on the internet.
Indeed.
Oh, did you see that Skyrim thing I put up there?
No,
Oh,
no,
so
I
it's one
thought
of
I
those annoying kids, the
watched.
one that always talks about bullying you. And apparently, I don't know if this has always been a thing or if it's a new thing, but you can kill both of his parents in the game and then later adopt him.
Oh goddamn,
And the way the
that's
guy
fucked up.
killed the parents in the game was by turning them into sweet rolls with the fucking, you know, that one staff, the Wobbledy Jack or
The
whatever, Wabbajack. And
Wabbajack, Shagora, yeah.
so they fucking turned him into sweet rolls. And then after adopting him, guess what they gave the kid to eat?
Oh fuck.
I was like, that's fucking dark. I love it.
God damn, dude.
It's been a long time since I've played Skyrim, and I'm probably not going to pick it up again anytime soon, if ever again. I
Mm.
would play another Elder Scrolls game as long as it was not, like, online. Because that's kind of, you know,
Mm.
the whole fucking point behind the series. Um, is that you don't have to tolerate all the bullshit you find online, but you still get, like, a lot of the fun and entertainment value out of it. Um, But I think I'm kind of good with Skyrim. Like it's a great game. Not even just was, it still is a great game. But you know, it's like Minecraft. Like at a certain point, you just can't keep playing it anymore.
Mm.
Like you've played too
I've been
much.
going back to it a little bit, but mainly just collecting all the, just doing the duplication and collecting a bunch of shit.
Oh, like playing with glitches and stuff like that. Yeah, If there were
Like,
like
yeah, like,
legitimate DLC like content, like the fucking DLC like content, like the fucking what do
well,
you
I think
call
they
it?
just came out with a. I think they redid like Morrowind Skyrim. I think that just came out.
Oh, Oblivion, you're talking about. Oblivion just came out with a remake, like an updated version of
No,
Oblivion.
no, somebody made Morrowind
Oh,
in
in
the Skyrim.
Skyrim? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay. My bad. That might be worth
yeah.
doing. Because if you try to play Morrowind now, like the third edition or whatever, third installation of that series, it's pretty trash. Like
Mm,
you can't really do it. Like it just doesn't work very well.
right,
It's
right.
not compatible with new PCs very much. It's a pain in the ass. Similar to like the Fallout games, like you can play the newest Fallout game and you can kind of play the one before it, but all the earlier ones in that are real rough trying to run them. I'm sure like computer guys can figure it out, but like, I'm just like an average dude and I can't, so it
No.
ain't happening.
I
Let's see.
heard somebody make the joke of it's like a variation on the black box in the plane. Like, why don't they make a plane out of the black box or whatever?
Oh
But
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
Fallout, they're like, why don't they just make the whole country out of the Fallout shelters?
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
That's a fair one. I think the Skyrim one would be like, why don't they make fucking armor out of the same shit they make those fucking pots out of in all the dungeons? You know, like those fucking pots that just nothing can break. Why are those not, fucking built into the armor?
Yeah, indestructible pots and
Hell yeah.
kettles. I
Yeah,
hear you.
exactly.
Oh, man. Wow.
Oh, did you see that crazy fucking fight? I haven't watched the video of it because I kind of don't want to see it. Actually, let me fix this. Graphics.
Which one was it? The one that happened like downtown.
The one where it was like obviously like a bunch of fucking black people beating up on white people for being white in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, it was like a fucking the knockout game, but a bunch of
Yeah,
downtown somewhere.
clearly their whole reason for attacking was these people were white and they don't like white people. And I'm
Yeah,
just
and then
hoping
they
that they fucking, that since deserving else is deserving of hate crime punishment, they should be considering that a hate crime too. I just want even treatment. I just want even treatment. That's all I'm asking for. Is like, when a white guy gets mad at a black guy and beats him up, you throw him in prison for like an extra 20 years, claiming it's a race crime every time. Like, why not throw this at the same thing? It's the same shit.
Yeah, people were clearly being targeted due to their race.
Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, "Oh, the guy slapped the one guy, so he deserved it," and it's like that's not. Nobody deserves that, except pedophiles.
Yeah.
But
like, yeah, if you're stomping on somebody's head when they're already down, like, yeah, nobody really earned slap or no.
You get to like fucking defend yourself. Somebody slaps you, you punch them in the face. They're done. You're done. You don't get to keep hitting them. I totally don't blame you for wanting to. But like as an adult, you have to be able to say nope, I can't keep doing it.
Yeah, you gotta have be able to capable of some level of strength.
The thing that really gets me is those people that are like, "Oh, I couldn't do that. It's too hard for me to control my temper." It's like that's not something you should brag about. That's something you should be ashamed of.
You should work on that.
Yeah, like you should not. That's not a moment of pride. You're just fucking dumb.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah. You're a fucking child.
yeah. But yeah, that was one of those things where it's like that's crazy, and that's the kind of shit that started happening in fucking South Africa, and I think that we need to be like looking at
Mm.
that and saying, hey, there's a real problem here. Like if enough people feel emboldened that they can just beat the shit out of people for being the wrong race at the wrong place, we're in a bad
Yeah.
situation, and it doesn't matter what race it is. I don't care.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
happens to be white this time, but it's been other races in the past, and it's not okay then either. It's like
Mm.
nobody's
Yeah.
asking for any sort of inconsistent treatment. They're all asking for fair treatment, and that's
Mm.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, it's just going to be a fucking. Oh, they did it. Oh, now we did it. Okay, now they're going to do it. And fucking. It can be an internal fucking back and
Oh yeah,
pendulum
yeah, it'll
swing.
never fucking end for sure. But yeah, some of the fucking responses from the politicians from that are pretty grotesque. Where they're like,
Yeah.
oh, they deserved it, and other shit like that, and like,
Oh
why
yeah, or
are
the
we
fucking
wasting the
old
police?
fucking
It was just like a little fight, or something,
yeah.
and it's just like, no, this
Yeah, the
is.
fucking that old fucking hag police chief from that city was like, you don't know the whole story, and like, dude, you fucking cunt.
It's like you
Yeah, and
don't
all
need to know the whole story
it
because
was
nothing
bad.
anyone can do is worthy of that kind of beatdown. That's why it's fucking illegal.
Yeah, and then like
That's why we
blaming
have
social
laws
media.
against retaliation and not like self defense. It's
That's
like,
right.
yeah,
I
you
forgot
can
I
defend
saw that
yourself, but
fucking.
not too far.
Yeah.
That's one of those ones where, like, if people were armed, that would have been better. Like, if those people were, like, carrying guns, they could have prevented themselves from being beaten up, and a bunch of the people in that crowd that, yeah, aren't really worth much would have been handled properly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fucking. Yeah.
Because, it takes a fucking crowd of y'all assholes to fucking fight this one guy. Come on now.
Shit. I've been watching a lot of the sovereign citizen shit still.
Oh, I
I think
like
I'm kind of,
sovereign
I'm kind
citizen
of, yeah,
stuff, but I'm primarily like, I want to see them get tased. That's just my
yeah,
preference.
yeah. They're so fucking annoying, dude. Yeah, yeah. In court, like the court appearances are so fucking. Like I'm amazed. Like some of the judges, for the most part, they actually fucking. A lot of them they have so much restraint. These judges, they're like actually listen to because they'll file a bunch of stupid fucking motions, and they'll actually take the time to say why it doesn't apply and why they're fucking um what do you
Yeah, I
call it,
think
rejecting it.
I think
Fucking
that's
call
partially patience, but I think that's also partially preventing appeals.
it. Right, right.
Like, if they
Because yeah,
explain
that is
it,
what they
there's
all
less
say.
chance for an appeal or something. They can say, no, 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 this was all fully explained. They fully
Yeah,
understood why they were wrong. They
yeah.
just
Because they'll
didn't
keep
accept
like
it.
the sovereign citizen will try to argue with them after they overrule it and explained it. This is not a discussion. You if you want to appeal, go ahead and appeal. You have that right, but we're not discussing it further. After I
Yeah.
said, do you have anything else to add? And you said no, and I made my ruling and explained why, then we're done. Then
Yeah.
we're going on to the next thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. Yeah, the whole fucking uh, I am not that person in all caps whose name is spelled in all caps on my license plate or my driver's license. Yeah, some of this shit is so fucking stupid. Or them
That's
talking about
fucking
how
hilarious.
they're not the person, they're the representative for the trust of the person. even though they are the person. Yeah, it's fucking stupid, dude. It's fucking
It's
annoying.
I love that shit. I like the
It's
pure
so
fucking
ridiculous.
bizarre nature of it is just hilarious.
Yeah,
Like how
yeah.
like obviously they're not rational, but even being irrational, you gotta wonder like how anyone could think not only that makes sense, but that was gonna work in a court. Like they truly do weed
Yeah,
out the incredibly stupid from the rest of society.
dude.
Like these people
Yeah,
are
or the
just fucking dumb, you know, like incredibly
yeah,
fucking stupid.
or them questioning the jurisdiction, saying it's either I forget what the first one is. They're like, all right, well, if it's not that, then it's got to be the maritime court or the fucking admiralty. Like, no, it's not either of those two. This is established by statutes from the state and the fucking city or
Uh,
whatever. Yeah, it's fucking yeah, it's ridiculous. Mm. So yeah, I always wonder, like, how do you think that's gonna fucking work? Like, no, I'm gonna tell you, how, even though I have no idea, and I'm gonna make up some shit, and that's definitely how it works because of at least
I said
like
so. Why?
yeah, at
Because
least
I said it. That's why. That's all it ever comes
yeah,
down to. Is like I
yeah,
saw it
yeah.
online or I said so.
Like, yeah, that's not the way it works. So
Sorry,
none
buddy.
of this works the way you think it does. So, yeah, I love some of the judges are just like, yeah, no, that isn't how. Mhm. Yeah, I remember when it first started happening. What about 15 years ago, and we started quoting the Articles of Federation. I remember that was when I first started hearing about the sovereign citizen shit. And they're like, "Oh, you mean the thing that was superseded by the Constitution when the Constitution was ratified? That's what you're quoting as being in effect, law in effect." I'm like, all right,
Yeah, yeah. It's sad.
yeah,
It's just as much
it's
of a
fun.
sort of online cult as leftism is.
Yeah. No, I wasn't driving, sir. I was traveling. Travel. That's a great one.
Traveling.
But yeah, it's one of the judges. I
That
think it was
sounds
Judge
like a
Fleischer.
basketball issue. I think you need to contact a referee.
Yeah, it's funny. He's like, no, yeah, you are. You allowed to travel. You can take your happy feet from one end to the other. Yeah, Judge Fleischer, the guy that's
Oh yeah,
I don't know
he's
what the
fucking.
deal is. I think he's in Texas.
He's got a sharp
Um,
tongue.
yeah, he's funny to listen to. Yeah,
He's very
but
nice to people
that
that
guy
deserve
more
being
than any.
nice to, though.
Yeah, yeah, he definitely seems to want to help people. You know, but yeah, because that was one of the first ones I saw. It was like, oh yes, finally, yeah. But yeah, it's getting to the point now where like if they mention something, like if the judges mention something about them acting like sovereign citizens or whatever, they pretend to be all offended. They're like, I did not say that. Like, all right, well, you're saying the same exact shit as the people that are
Well,
calling themselves.
they know now. There's enough footage and stuff online that they know that the second they're figured out to be sovereign citizens, that their fucking game is over. So I can understand them being upset. They don't want to. They don't want to
Mm-hmm.
lose that fucking avenue of coercing people to do what they want them to do. Because that's
Yeah,
ultimately what it all comes down to. They're just there to fucking. A lot of
yeah,
the
yeah. They
things
want
they
to be
do is,
as annoying as
they don't want to pay
possible.
rent. They don't want to fucking pay registration or insurance. They want to fucking free ride. They want to take somebody's fucking money or house or something. These are pieces of shit. They're not good people.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Or they want to annoy their ticket.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah. 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 Yeah.
something
Annoy whoever
wrong.
gave them the
I was
ticket
like,
or.
yeah, well, the judges and the prosecutors and all that, like they will
Uh,
draw it out as long as fucking possible. They're like, I wanted your repair ticket to fix my headlight.
I mean, To be
Dude, it was
fair,
fucking
you do have the right to a trial by a jury of your peers. But I believe it's
yeah,
been
yeah.
ruled that that's really only for like genuine criminal things or something, hasn't it? Like,
I don't know. It's state to state. There's some states that
oh,
you
okay.
can do trial for
Like,
everything, dude.
I can't imagine why you would do that. Like, it's stupid, but like, I mean, technically that one's right. I kind of think.
Mhm.
I hate to
Yeah,
say it
yeah.
because I don't want to
No,
fucking
well, they'll
cede any
draw
ground
everything
to
out.
him, but you know, like,
Yeah. No, because there's cases. They're like, this case is from like 4 years ago, and we're still not even into the trial
God,
because
that's such a
of all
dumb
these
fucking plan,
things.
though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, because like
yeah,
anybody on that jury
yeah.
is gonna be like, we're here for a parking ticket.
Hmm.
Motherfucker, you ruined my fucking week.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like
In
I had a fucking
2021.
week planned out of going to work and fucking my wife and taking care of my kids.
Yeah,
It's getting drunk on the fucking weekend, and now I'm fucking here. Oh,
it's
that's
2025, and
not
I'm
gonna
now
work out
on
in their
a jury
favor.
trial. Yeah, I'm now. It's 2025, and now I'm a trial for a violation of 2021. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fucking. I'm sure the jury's gonna be in your fucking in your corner.
yeah, they're gonna be against you from the start on that one. You're gonna have a long uphill battle because
Yeah.
the fucking fine is relatively minimal. Like. I
Yeah.
mean,
No,
most
I couldn't
parking
believe the
tickets are
one that I
what
saw.
under $200. Like,
Yeah, but there literally was one where this crazy and quoting all this shit and just wouldn't shut the fuck up. Like they finally had to cut her off. Now you're
oh
not
yeah,
talking about anything that has anything to do with this court or this proceeding right now. And then you find out it literally is like a repair ticket for having one of her front headlights.
oh my god,
And I'm like, why would you put so much fucking effort into this? This is fucking insane. Like, it's not even really a ticket. It's just like, get it fixed and you're done.
yeah.
Why
I
are you
think
quoting all
in
this fucking.
California, a fix-it ticket is a $75 fine. It used to be
Yeah,
free,
here,
just
you
get it
just gotta
fixed
get
and
it
you're
done.
done. But now it's
Yeah.
like a
Oh, okay.
$75 fine. So I could understand arguing
Oh,
the
okay.
fine, but like not to the point of like
All right.
a whole jury trial. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's been decades since I've gotten one, but yeah, it used to
Yeah,
show
because
that you got it
you
fixed.
learn quick,
Shit.
like don't fucking not take care of your shit. Like
Yeah. Like, all right, yeah, I'll get my window replaced now that I have to. Because, well, here again, like cracked windows and shit, like windshields are constant. Like, there's so many. It happens so fucking often here.
oh, you're in
It's,
the desert. Yeah, there's all sorts of little fucking rocks and
yeah,
shit on the road. That's guaranteed you're gonna crack windows
yeah,
pretty regularly.
yeah.
I'm
So
pretty
yeah, I
sure the
would generally
cops
not get mine
give you a
fixed.
lot of leeway on it too. Like even for what is and isn't legal, they'll probably look the other way for the most part, unless it's genuinely
Yeah, once it's
like a danger to
yeah, once
everyone
it's
else. Like they're probably pretty
yeah,
picky on who they're pulling over for that.
yeah, once it's finally spidered across and like it might be fucking with your actual vision of the road.
Uh,
All right, you got to get replaced. Which again, it's not generally a huge amount, or definitely to replace a windshield,
well, I would look at
even
that as
without it.
just like not even just avoiding the ticket, but genuinely a safety thing. I don't want to be fucking crashing into somebody because I didn't get my fucking windshield fixed. That's going to cost me a lot of money,
Right.
and it
Yeah,
could
no, if the
cost me a
cracks
lot
were
of
anywhere in my
injury
line of vision,
too.
yeah, I would definitely get it fixed if it was fucking with any of my line of vision. Yeah, if it was like a long crack, but it wasn't really
Oh,
anywhere
any
fucking
crack
with.
on my windshield, I'm getting fixed immediately because if I do hit somebody by accident, or even if I get hit, there's a fair to middling chance that even if it wasn't my fault, they can make it my fault because I had a cracked windshield or something. Like I live in California,
Right,
this is a very litigious fucking state. Like
right,
you
and
gotta
got
like watch out for that kind of shit.
the. But yeah, here I think even that only happened where I actually was ordered windshield.
Uh, yeah, the $75 fine is kind of a pain in the ass for fix-it tickets, but it's not like that bad.
Yeah. Right, right.
If you're ordering
Yeah, it's fun.
like DoorDash for two people, you're probably spending $75. For like two people's food. between 50 and 75 right there. So it's not like massive,
Yeah, it's
massive
not break.
inconvenience. It's not a cheap fine, but it's not that heavy of a fine either.
Yeah. No.
All right, let me
But
see here.
yeah,
We got some.
the amount they try to draw shit out is just fucking just insane.
Oh, I put that little cartoon up because somebody was like, did a cartoon where this woman was saying like, "Yo, if your man can't pay your bills, you don't need a new man. You need a job."
All
And I was
right.
like, "Oh, that's pretty fucking funny."
Okay. Yeah, I think the grand puppy is still not used to me doing the show.
Oh
He still
no.
thinks I'm. He still thinks I'm talking to him. Apple fish. Apple fish.
Imagine if on his front paws he had opposable thumbs.
Yeah. Oh fuck. That's kind of crazy. If cats and dogs didn't kind of develop like raccoons, where they could actually fucking,
I
you
was
know,
just thinking that, yeah, the
that's
other
been
night. I think I put it in there. If fucking cats had grabby
yeah,
hands like raccoons, they'd rule the world.
right,
I don't doubt that for a second. They'd take over, man.
right. Yeah.
That'd be a fun horror movie. A mad scientist creates a strain of cats that have little raccoon grabby hands.
Right,
And
right.
they like
Yeah,
they
disposable
escape
thumbs.
the lab and fucking form like a little society and start fucking like killing people and shit. Trying to take
Start
over like a
taking over.
town. Yeah. That'd be a lot of fun.
Dude, if they had like opposable thumbs and still kept the claws, that would be interesting.
Oh, the claws. Yeah,
They
true.
still had yeah, if they still had the retractable claws, like but with like fingers,
Ooh, would the claws
yeah,
end
that
up
would
longer? Yeah, good point.
be a bunch of little fucking Wolverines running around.
But like
The comic book
Wolverine
characters.
OG as opposed to the adamantium one, like where the claws could break, so they wouldn't be like quite as OP.
Right, right.
I mean, they'd still be pretty OP, but like not adamantium claws OP. Yeah. That'd
Indeed.
be that'd be a little too much for fucking cats.
Yeah, I would hope it would be just house cats too, because if you get into any of the bigger fucking wild cats, holy fuck, that would be a definite, definite world takeover. It's like
Oh,
fucking
that'd be terrifying.
like if a mountain lion or like much less actual lions or tigers. Yeah, fuck man, a
A mountain
bobcat,
lion
dude.
that has like little grabby hands can use like a fucking gun.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. Just like a lynx or a fucking bobcat would be fucking terrifying. You know what I mean? Much less way bigger ones.
yeah, they're big enough that if they had the claws, there's a good chance in a hand to paw fight they'd win.
Yeah, yeah,
Like if the human were unarmed, like if you still have guns, would still be the fucking deciding factor.
right.
If so, they'd have to get guns to in order to be like truly fucking terrifying. But like
Yeah,
if
and
it
if
was
they're
like
fucking
just some
reflex,
jogger fucking gets jumped by a fucking lynx with grabby hands, it's over.
dude. Yeah, yeah, because again, their reflexes are so fucking insanely quick, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
There's
if it's
no
like a
way it would. Yeah,
gunfight,
it would
yeah,
not go the
there's no
jogger's
way.
way.
Yeah, indeed, that is truly terrifying.
All right, let's see. You see that evidence came out that verified all the stuff Trump was saying the first time around that he got elected.
Mm-hmm.
That Hillary's campaign knowingly made up and perpetuated like all this stuff that they knew was to be false about Russia and everything.
Oh right.
Like
Oh
they're
yeah.
actually getting
Yeah.
evidence of that out now. Like that's fucking crazy. Like, little by little, everything where everybody was like, oh, you're crazy. That's a conspiracy theory. You're just a fucking lunatic tinfoil hat wearer. Like, oh no,
Yeah,
all of it turns out to be fucking true.
yeah. Well, you saw,
Maybe
yeah,
you should have put a
Tulsi.
tinfoil hat on yourself, motherfucker. You know, like,
Yeah, well, Tulsi Gabbard sent all that shit to whatever departments about like Obama and the fucking criminal shit he did.
oh, she said it
There
multiple
was a lot
times
of
now. Every time they get more information, she's like, yeah, so fucking arrest him. You know, like, this is criminal acts. Like, they should be fucking going to prison.
yeah. Yeah, and they're just like, nah.
That drives me nuts.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Because until there's
Yeah,
consequences
fuck
for
that.
these fucking piles of shit, there's never gonna be any change. Like, no one
Yeah, and
gives a shit
again,
because it's like, yeah, everybody now knows that, like, Hillary Clinton committed multiple felonies in her election, and Obama did
mm,
all this other shit that was totally fucking illegal during Trump's election. But now
yeah,
nothing happened, so who cares?
yeah. And
You know?
again, how are you going to call it? I'm surprised they don't actually call like Trump out on it for doing some political type shit. Like, no, that you guys opened the door to that. That's what you did after he lost that second election, when or even before he lost.
Well, they just straight robbed
Um,
him. They used the courts to straight just steal his money.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was the
It was quite
craziest
obvious
shit,
that it was
man. Like, where they were
political.
like, well, we know for a fact that you didn't rape her. That's very clear. But she said she wants your money, so we're just gonna give it to her and fuck off, dude. It's like, holy
Yeah, even though
shit,
she's
dude, what
quite
the
obvious,
hell?
fucking insane. Yeah, yeah,
That has not been overturned on appeal yet is mind blowing.
yeah,
Like, that's one of
yeah.
those things that should absolutely, like,
Absurd.
fucking be, like, overturned, and, like, his money should be returned to him. And he should have the option to press criminal charges against her at this point, you know, like, for false, like false allegations and all that shit. You know, it's
Well,
like
hold on, let me check.
crazy.
The side yard door. The side yard. Come on, come on. Leave Granny alone. Come on.
Let's see. Do you see the
Yeah.
house video? The one with the TikToker gave a free house to some homeless chick?
Mm-hmm. I didn't watch that one. No.
Oh, that was a
I
weird
just.
one. Like, everybody's like talking like that everything is like resolved, but
Mm,
so the story is this lady did one of those bullshit trading things where it's not real. Like, I'm sure they paid for a lot of the stuff behind the scenes with like ad revenue
right.
and shit. Where they start off with
Right.
like a bobby pin and trade up to like a house or something, you know, like crazy, like a car or whatever. And this lady
Oh,
got
right.
like a fucking house with like 2 or 3 bedrooms, and it was not a very good house. It was falling apart. Her and her husband totally, you know, fixed it up and made it like brand new. So like, you know, literally, like, and like structural shit too, like replaced the joists under the flooring and fucking the foundation and all sorts of stuff. Like, they
Right.
really
Right.
fixed it up a lot. Like, they put hundreds of thousands of dollars into this fucking house of their own money and donated money and materials. You know, like, there was a lot of money went into this fucking little house. Here's where it gets kind of strange, right? Like, so she's like, oh, you know, we got this house. We have our own house. We're not gonna live here. We're gonna find somebody who doesn't have a home or needs a home for whatever reason and can't afford one, and we're gonna give it to them, like, it's a charity thing. And you know, like,
Mm,
they picked this woman who was like, oh, you know, my parents both tragically died as I was growing up, and I've never had a home, and blah 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 blah, sob story kind of bullshit, right? 'Cause I always think
right.
this, like, most of the time. Although I don't know, it's kind of tough now with this economy, to be fair. But most of the time, people are
Right.
like, they don't own a home because of, you know, like, their own choices in life, not because of, like, their parents died or something silly like that. But
Right.
they gave it to this girl, and then I thought when you gave a gift, you were done, right? You know, like, you can't give a gift and then just take the gift
Mm,
back. But
Right.
somehow the neighbor was still in touch with the people that had given the house to the girl, and reported that there were like dozens of UPS packages like from Amazon, because I guess they put a wish list up for these people, and so like random
Mm,
people were like sending free shit to, furniture and household goods to them and everything.
right.
And they found out that they'd abandoned the house after like utterly destroying it, like pissing everywhere, and it may have been animal urine. I don't know if it was animal or human, but the house was fucking demolished, like just destroyed. Hundreds
Wow.
of thousands of dollars of damage. And
Yeah.
so they were able to take back possession of the house, which is really fucking weird. Like I don't know
Right.
how that works or why they even had access to the house in the first place after they gave it to this girl. So I'm
Right.
like, I think there's more to this story we're gonna hear. I wouldn't rush to judgment. Everybody's like, oh, what a fucking piece of shit she is. Every like rushing to judgment. I'm like, nah, that seems a little fucking sus to me. Like why
Yeah.
why are you giving a house to somebody that you can just take back? Because that's not how gift giving works. Like that's just not at all how that works on a legal basis.
Like, did they just leave it in their name? Say they
Yeah,
gave it to
yeah,
her or something?
exactly. It's like why was it still in their name if it was? And yeah, is it still in their name? So I don't know exactly what happened because the whole thing took over like a couple of years. So it wasn't like it happened just like all of a sudden.
Right. Hmm.
But that should be interesting to see if more comes out. Because I think we're going to see more about that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it could
Also,
just
though, how
be
do you
I
just
could be
trash
wrong. I
a house?
mean, eh.
Like, how do you just trash? Like, somebody's nice. You're lucky enough,
uh,
insanely lucky
I
enough to get a fucking house.
you know I did a lot of dance, right? I did like a lot of dance lessons, and the first people that
Right.
I learned dance from, they had a dance hall that they used as a wedding place as well. So people would go and have like their wedding or their reception in their dance hall. It was really nice. Big open area. You keep it cool during the summer, keep it warm during the winter. They had it all figured out. And the dancing lessons that they taught were just for their own, like they enjoyed teaching dance lessons, right? And they really loved swing dancing. So it was like their fun, like their party time on the weekends and shit. And
Right.
one of the things they used to say was, we tried giving the dance lessons away for free. We didn't charge at all when we started doing it.
Mm.
And what we found out is that people just have zero respect for things that they don't pay for.
Yeah.
So if it's a
Yeah.
free lesson, people will show
That's
up
true.
whenever they feel like it. They won't show up on time. They'll be late all the time and not worried. And then expecting
Mm.
them to like start over and stuff in the middle of the fucking lesson, just total fucking psycho shit,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
so they
Yeah. If you
charged
didn't
like
actually work to
$50
change
a week
something,
for the
yeah.
lessons, and it's like, yeah. If you look at Habitat for Humanity, where they build houses to give to people that are homeless. If you want to
Right.
receive one of the homes, you have to put in, a few hundred hours on the house. Like, it's not totally free. You have to participate in the majority of building the house.
Yeah.
And they do
That
that
makes sense.
because then
Yeah.
you're going to have respect for what you worked to get. Like, they have a much better track record with people keeping the houses nice after they own them.
Yeah, that's true. Anything that you just get for free. Yeah. You didn't have to work for the money. You didn't have to. Yeah, people will fucking treat stuff like that just like,
And
well,
it's
it's
not
free. I think.
everybody, but there's a fairly large portion of people that will treat
Yeah.
it like shit. Like you or I, if
Yeah.
you or I were
I've
given a
definitely
free
seen.
house, I have no doubt that we would keep it very nice. Like I don't think it would
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
falling apart at all. I think we would both do a very good job of making sure it was in like good condition and keeping it clean. Just because that's what we want to live in is a clean, nice house.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah. that was a crazy story though. I feel that's so sad too, because like, you gotta wonder what happened. She moved in with her boyfriend and her boyfriend's mom. So I kind of wonder if there was like any issues there, like if the boyfriend and the boyfriend's mom were like more to blame than the girl or whatever. Because she was only 19, and I like that was probably the first fucking choice of why what this lady decided to give them the house was fucking dumb. It's like, yeah, she's 19, so she's very photogenic and like social media friendly, but she's fucking 19, and 19-year-olds are just retarded still, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Do it.
Yeah,
And they've probably gotten all kinds of shit from her parents dying throughout her life, I'd assume.
yeah. When she was little, her mom died, and then her dad died of cancer like a few years later. So yeah, she's like, and I'm not saying she wasn't like undeserving of all this misfortune. I'm just saying you
Right.
don't give a 19-year-old a fucking house. It's dumb.
Yeah.
Like you don't give a
yeah.
19-year-old a car. It's fucking dumb. You know, like just there's if they earn it, sure, absolutely, they can earn it for that's different. They'll have some respect for it, but they just haven't been around long enough to really fucking know anything and like treat stuff with respect in that kind of case.
Yeah. I kind of assume, like, oh, get another, somebody will give me another house. Like,
Yep,
fuck this up.
yeah, exactly. Oh well, that's how it goes. They apparently they have it and they're fixing it back up to give it to someone else, which is really fucking crazy. Um, Obviously they're probably gonna take some precautions.
Yeah,
This
well,
go
whoever they're going to
around.
give it to, they should establish that, like, now, them help work on it, like they do with the Habitat for Humanity. That would probably
I
make a
think
big
that
difference.
would be good. I think also saying like, hey, we're gonna have like a 6 month to a year supervised probation period where if you're not keeping the house in good repair, we're gonna kick you out and fucking find somebody who's gonna have some respect for it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't putting it in there. I would be keeping it in my name. Like, yeah, you're a tenant here
Yeah,
or whatever, but take care of the place like it's yours, and eventually it will.
yeah, exactly. Like you don't have to. You're not expecting perfection, but like fucking holes in the wall and fucking pee all over the floor that's not getting cleaned up. Like, yeah, all right, get the fuck out. Like that's pretty fair.
Yeah, a minimum of 5 years. You got to
I think you do it
doing
for
something.
like 6 months to a year because I think anything more and people would be like going crazy on the internet. And let's be real, the two people who are doing this, they're not doing this to accomplish helping someone out. I don't buy
Yeah,
that. They're doing this
yeah,
very, very large and in charge on social media to get social media points. And this turned out badly, and they don't want it to. But I think if they do like a 6 month to a year probation and make the person help them build it, they'll get better results for what they're looking for, which is just social media points. Because part of what was going on was they were asking the person who'd moved in to take pictures of some of this stuff so that the companies that gave it to them could use it for promotions. So that was part of why I was like, I wonder if there was other stuff going on with this, like other things that we're
right.
not aware of. Was it really a gift or was it something that came with a lot of fucking strings attached? And this 19-year-old didn't know what she was signing up for. And then her fucking boyfriend's mom moved in, and she's maybe like got some senility problems or something, and or there's some drug problems for all three of them or whatever. Like, just there's a lot of fucking unexplained stuff going on, in my opinion. But then who knows, man? Who knows?
Yeah, it all seems a little suspect all around.
It all seems weird to me that there's nobody asking more questions.
Why do that when you can just assume what's going on? So much
Uh,
better when you can write the story yourself.
Well, Atosi didn't shy away from there being like fair questions to ask. He just says like, he just gives a this is what we have for now. Like this is what we do know for a fact. Not this is the whole story. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, I was thinking more for the people that are like fans of the channel already.
Oh yeah, no. They're all fucking like, oh yeah, she's garbage. She's a fucking terrible person, monster.
Indeed.
Let's see. There was some other stuff going on. Oh, the gun disarmer guy. I've always wondered, how do they know that he can disarm people before they would shoot him? Because it really doesn't take long to shoot somebody.
Right.
And how does that work if somebody just stays 3 feet away from him?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's a
gun on you,
fucking it's a cute trick, but it just seems so fucking dumb. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you're pulling a gun on somebody, there's no reason to be particularly close to them.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Well, there's a lot of reasons to not get very close to them, actually.
Yeah.
You don't want to get
you
blood
don't
splatter all over your fucking self and stuff when you fucking murder somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, plus, again, there's, like, for the cops, they're like, if you're, like, if they're, like, 20 feet away from you, and you don't have your gun pulled, they can absolutely get to you before you can get your gun pulled out and aimed at them.
Oh, yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's
for
sure. Yeah, so you want to keep, you don't want to be that
the
close.
20-foot rule is very real, and there have been many police who've been killed by people stabbing them to death because they did not follow the 20-foot rule properly.
Indeed.
Or because dumb shit regulations prevented them for some reason or another, no doubt. Like, I'm sure there's like some California cops that are fucking dead because they weren't allowed to shoot somebody that clearly needed to be shot for everyone's safety, you know?
No. Indeed. What was the Muslim monument thing?
So fucking right outside one of the biggest cities in Ireland, they built a big fucking monument with the Muslim star on the fucking top of it. And, you know, Irish people were understandably like, fuck you. This is a Catholic fucking country. We're Catholics. We're, you know, like, this is, like, the fucking Catholics. And we're Irish. We're not fucking Islamic. You know, we're not fucking Middle Eastern. This is ridiculous. And so some people covered it with the fucking Irish flag.
Nice.
And that guy was, like, saying that's wonderful. But, you know, it'd be really awful if somebody just fucking destroyed it so that the fucking Muslim symbol at least was gone. That'd be just terrible. And I agree, that'd be just awful. Yeah. Nobody should do that.
Yeah, that'd be just unfortunate.
Be totally
awful.
Yeah, exactly. And he was very funny with it. It was in typical Irish fashion, very, very entertaining. Something about the Irish accent just makes that sort of thing even better. They're like, oh no, that'd be so terrible if you did it. Oh no, nobody should do that. You know, that kind of thing just makes it so much funnier.
Yeah. Indeed. Yeah.
Let's see.
Shit.
Oh, they fixed the Cards Against Humanity world in VR chat. And I was trying to find one, and I entered one world, and I'm like, oh, look, the only other two people in this world are 15-year-old girls. Time for me to go. Like, fucking, nope.
This is clearly not my thing.
They're not gonna play fucking Cards Against Humanity with two fucking little kids. Like, nope. Like, I'm glad that I'm not fucking naive. I don't think they're like some innocent little lost lambs that have never heard a swear word or anything before. That there's anything wrong with them playing Cards Against Humanity. I just don't think they should be playing with a 45-year-old dude in the middle of the fucking night on the internet. Like, I don't know, it's a little weird.
Yeah, there's just way too many ways that can go wrong. I hear you. But yeah, even if it went right, it's probably not going to be a pleasant experience for you playing with fucking two 15-year-old kids.
Yeah, no.
That seems unlikely.
It's fun when there's people
something
there that are all ages. You know, like I like it when there's like some people my age, couple, 20 or 30-year-olds. It's a good mix of random people. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, no, like little kids, no, I'll pass. They're just fucking obnoxious.
Yeah. You gotta have a buffer of other adults. You're gonna have to deal with that.
Once in a while you run into, you're in a world and there's like somebody there who's like 13 or 14 or whatever, and they're not bad. They're all right. They're not obnoxious. They're not. You're not gonna go hang out with them later. You know what I mean?
Right,
But their parents have clearly taught them to be polite and respectful to other people, or they've learned to be polite and respectful to other people, and they're not like just rude and obnoxious and like screaming and making all sorts of noise for no reason. Not just shouting a bunch of memes for like constantly or anything weird. They're just like normal human beings. It's like, oh yeah, okay, cool, whatever. You don't kick them out of the room.
I had a show on. I put shit on for. There's one where a dog had grabbed this big fucking branch thing. It was a small branch, but it had a bunch of branches out to where, like, when he dropped it from his mouth, it was still like hanging, like on his back and up his head and shit.
Huh.
And I remembered my grandpuppy the other day. Front, he's been peeing on for fucking years at this point. But on this day, for whatever reason, he decided it was time to rip off one of the branches and just ripped off this big ass fucking piece of branch like that.
Damn.
It was like a big curved piece with a a few branches, little tiny branches sticking off of it.
Oh,
What's wrong with your foot, puppy? You gotta let me look at it. So he got one of his paw pads that I think he got bit by an ant. The last time I took him for a walk, he was like holding it up, like he wouldn't even around. And then I looked at it, and there was like an ant, like in his paw pad. So I was like, "Fuck, he must have gotten stung or whatever." Because I thought it was like the typical burrs or thorns or whatever. But like it's a week later, and it's still kind of red.
Dogs
and
favoring their foot, the first thing to look for is like a foxtail or a burr. Yeah. Happens
no, I've pulled fucking hundreds of those out of his paw pad.
Oh yeah, well even here you'll find the same shit. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but it's still like it's not bad, but it's still like kind of red like a week later. And then he'll lick the top of it for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe that's normal for dogs. Like he won't lick the paw pad. He'll lick the top of his foot right above the paw pad.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe he's trying to let me know, but then I go to look at it. Look at it. He keeps pulling away. What's wrong, puppy? Can I take a look at it? Can I see? What you think? What's wrong with your paw? Let me see. Let me see your paw. I want to take a look. Oh. Let me see. No, come on. Oh, let me see. Yeah, now he's like hovering his head over it. Come on, puppy. I want to look. I want to help you. Pain in the butt. Yeah, it's so fucking weird. Come on, poop. Let me see. I rub your belly. I rub your belly. All right, yeah, that's not happening. I was going to actually try to do it, but I'll wait till after the show.
He's not going for the belly rubs?
Yeah, not this time. He knows what's up.
That's tough. Dogs usually fall for the belly rubs. That's usually a pretty
trying to help you. Trying to help you.
I wonder if belly rubs are really that good. I don't think I've ever had anybody like literally rub my belly like a dog.
Yeah, dogs definitely like. it definitely works for them.
That's what I'm wondering, you know, like, is that something that people would like? I have to try that sometime on, like, some
Hey.
chick or something.
You don't want me to help you? I want to help you. All right, we'll try later. Oh. But yeah, the dog's definitely like. Yeah, this one's pretty spoiled. Like as soon as he lays down, and he's like, whatever legs up. Like, come on, you know you're gonna rub my belly. He just expects it. Apparently, my son was telling me because I was telling him about that, and he's like, "Oh yeah," he's like, yeah, as soon as he sees her, he'll fucking lay down and do that. Like he doesn't even have to come up and like start getting petted at all anywhere else. As soon as he sees her, he'll lay down and just fucking.
He just lays down. He's
Come
like,
on.
all right, let's go with the belly rubbings.
Yeah, come on. You know you're gonna do it. Come on. Not you. Not you. You gonna let me see your paw?
Oh, man. Did you watch that
Get
attorney
it.
Mark Lopez thing? Where the police are at their door, at your door, this, say this, and they'll walk away. And I'm like, that's really unlikely to ever work.
Yeah. No, I didn't see that one. What did he say?
So, like, his whole fucking thing was like, you know, the police are at your door because they're evil police and they want to get you. And it's like your neighbor and you had a fight over a tree, and your neighbor called the cops and said you were unstable and could hurt yourself, and they wanted them to do a wellness check. And I'm like, well, at that point, the police have to talk to you.
Right.
Like, the problem isn't the cops. The problem at
Yeah,
that
even if
point
they
is the
know it's
fucking
supposed
neighbor
to.
breaking the law, dude. And filing false police
right.
reports. Like, they have to talk to you because
Yeah.
if they don't, and you die, then they're fucking liable, dude. Like,
Yeah. 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 They have to fucking check on you. Like, what the fuck? Damn.
that's why swatting is so fucking dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if he'd used the premise of you just bought a gun and some fucking ATF agents show up at your doorstep acting like they have a right to know everything about your gun when they don't, they're just trying to bully you into giving them more information than you should. What do you do?
Right.
Like, that would have made more sense. Or the police are in your neighborhood looking for a suspect and they expect you to open your door and let them look around. You know, like, that's a whole different story. Then you'd be like, no, absolutely not. You don't have permission to come into my home. And I'm not granting it, and I don't have to, and you need a warrant to come into my home. You know, like...
Yeah.
Just because you're looking for somebody in the neighborhood doesn't mean you can go fishing in my house for a crime. Get the fuck out of here, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just like, I would not want this guy as an attorney because, like, if you can't come up with a realistic premise for why the cops would come to somebody's door when they shouldn't be, like, then I don't think you're going to be a very good attorney in a court of law because you're not very smart. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, because there's plenty of things where, like, hey, the cops just showed up at your door and they got no business being at your door that are out there, like, that have been made videos of already by other people. So I don't know why you picked the one where it was like, no, that's a legitimate reason for the cops. They just don't know that your neighbor's a lying piece of shit. You know?
Right.
Somebody in there was even like, well, some well-meaning family members called the police on me as a wellness check, and they came and took all my guns. And I'm like, but that's still not really the police so much as you live in an area with bad laws. And you need to address the laws. Like, the police are just doing what they have to do to keep people safe according to the laws and regulations that they have to enforce. Like, I don't agree that they should be able to take your guns away and do that stuff, but in the areas where that's the law, like, they have to. And if you don't like it, you're not going to get the police to go away. You're going to have to argue it in court. And the homie got his guns back because he went to court. It's like, yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to go show your family's full of shit, or whatever the case is.
Yep.
And you didn't have your guns taken away,
Yeah.
and you get them back. I would think. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you watch Legal
Yeah. Anybody?
Mindsets Frogan to beat Ethan Klein legally thing?
I think so.
Where he
If I
starts
did, it was a
out being
lot.
like, look, Frogan, you just got to exploit this one simple trick and blah, blah, blah. And then at the end, he's like, now, if Ethan were to gain ownership of Creator Clash and you were to, like crawl on your fucking knees and beg forgiveness, it just got brutal. You just kept going further and further. It was a really well done troll.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to bother actually buying that.
I still say Nick needs to
name.
stop complaining about Passport Bros until he's gone with Legal Mindset to the Philippines and played the Is It a Boy or Not That I Slept With Last Night. Like hooker edition. Like just go out and buy some hookers, get a good blowjob, and then be like, was it a dude or a chick that blew him? I don't know. We'll find out. You know, like,
was it a Thai lady or was it a Thai
lady boy? Like, you can't complain about Passport Bros until you had your dick sucked by a lady boy. Let's go. I keep seeing more and more of the fucking women responding to AI sex doll things. Like, the AI sex dolls can't move now, but they can talk to you, so you could have like conversations, and they'll, like, I guess, engage with you in an emotional aspect of being in a relationship, which sounds not like why you would want to buy a sex doll. But like, it seems kind of the exact opposite reason of why you would want a sex doll.
Well, if you don't want to deal with a real woman, you want to semblance of a relationship.
If you're lonely and you just want companionship, I'd get a pet, but like, if you don't want a pet, I guess that's better than nothing, but that's still a little weird to me. That's just my opinion.
Yeah,
like, if it could blow you, I would totally understand, and I'd be like, yeah, no, that's fine. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
This robot gives you blowjobs. Why would you not want it in the house? Like.
Yeah, I can also imagine even if can seem about as genuine as. It's not that hard to simulate to be
the
equal
machine
to.
Would be more genuine than most women. That's the reality.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I don't know if you watched the clip of the one with the little cartoon girl and Trump on the front.
Yeah, don't think so.
So this girl got daddy tattooed on the inside of her bottom lip. And was showing it to her mom and they made a video of her showing it to her mom, and her mom's just like, you can see the realization moms were going like, I raised a fucking whore. Like,
right.
And they're all giggling about it and shit. And I'm just like, I'm amazed that nobody like called that out, because it's like, that's not like a thing to be proud of. Like, being a fucking whore is not.
Yeah.
Like a tee hee hee.
Yeah,
you fucking win. It's like, you're a whore. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, I would feel fuck. I thought I did a good job. Clearly failed as a parent.
Yeah. I like the Marine fighting for Ryan Reynolds. Apparently, they keep a picture in their hat of whoever they're fighting for. And most guys, obviously, it's going to be like a girl they're interested in, or like some hot chick or whatever. And this guy had Ryan Reynolds. They're like, who are you fighting for? I'm fighting for Ryan Reynolds, sir. Fair enough.
Oh, fuck. Is he familiar with the whole Blake Lively?
I don't know who Blake Lively is. Is that the one that was offering to fuck all the high school students or something?
No, Blake Lively is his dude.
Sorry, I missed the. You're cutting out occasionally. I heard Blake Lively is, and then blanked out.
Yeah, no, she's his cunt of a. It seems very Amber, Johnny, but like different.
Okay. Yeah.
Like she's making him look bad with her fucking nonsense, and he's being a good guy, I guess, and backing up her shit. But yeah, it's not.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
he's
Ryan
definitely
Reynolds,
come
get
down.
away from her. Get away from the cow.
Yeah, yeah, seriously, dude, because he has definitely come down a few notches in my mind.
Yeah, step away from
For
the
the
lol
for
cow.
the
But she's the one that sucks his
yeah,
dick, right? Like they're married, right? So,
yeah.
like, I can understand
Yeah, that's
his
unfortunate.
perspective of like, I like blowjobs and all I gotta do is
Mm.
tweet some bullshit. You know, all right, whatever. Tweet some bullshit and I get a blowjob.
Yeah, I'm sure he's in pretty deep where it'd be tough to still like, dude.
What is,
Yeah, because there
what
was
does
like
she look like?
well, there was some fucking yeah, I don't know. I assume she's attractive. Um, yeah, she's the one that was like movie that she wanted to be in and make or whatever, and like she's kind of rewriting it to like remove the actual purpose of the original screenplay like altogether. Um, in like the shittiest way, in a way
Yeah.
that she shouldn't be able to do. You know what I mean? Like leaning on everyone to fucking make them like, kind of coercing people into a lot of shit to happen. Yeah, I don't know enough. I don't remember enough about it to explain exactly what it was, but it appeared that she was being a total fucking cunt about the whole thing and
Yeah.
fucking up this what was apparently a really good story and screenplay.
Oh god, that happens with all of that stuff now, though. It's so sad. There's so many really good screenplays that got fucked up because somebody couldn't handle, like, not having it be weirdly political and shit and just have a good story. You know, it's like, oh no.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
posted a
or
picture
a
of
woman
Blake and
not being
Ryan,
able to separate herself
so you
from
could
the
see
role.
what Blake looks like. She's not that attractive. She's like, I don't know, a 7 or an 8. Like she's hot, but she's not like tolerate that kind of
Yeah, not
crazy shit hot.
exceptionally.
But when
Yeah.
you're married,
Yeah,
like you know, you're kind of stuck.
yeah, I assume that. I think they have kids and shit too. So
And aren't they Canadian? Isn't Ryan a Canadian guy?
Ryan is for sure. I don't know about her.
Yeah. So like
Maybe.
Canadian courts are even worse than like California courts when it
Uh,
comes to divorce. So
yeah, yeah. I remember Dave Foley's situation was really fucked up from the kids in the hall.
oh yeah yeah yeah
Mm.
yeah that's one of those examples. Yeah. Um. You know the thing
Yeah,
that,
like
that
even
gets me
after.
is when you look at statistics and stuff like that. It turns out that kids that are predominantly with the mother have like a higher chance of ending up in jail and on drugs and dead early
Yeah,
or in all sorts of terrible fucking outcomes. Whereas people who are
yeah,
like raised primarily by their fathers are like the same, almost the same as raised by both parents. Like
yeah,
their outcomes are
yeah.
pretty much the standard
Well,
outcomes, which tells you a lot about which is the better parent. Like which is
yeah,
men
yeah.
or women are better at being
Well,
parents, and it's very, very, very clearly men. Like
yeah,
across the
yeah.
board.
Well, here's the thing: most women don't really. I don't think most of them ever consider the fact that they're raising children to eventually be. I don't think most women, even as mothers, really think about that. Or at least a lot of them don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Like that they have to be
women,
independent someday.
mothers. Yeah, well, that and also just that they're like you know moms tend to just excuse away anything from their children. Like, you know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Like, oh, it's not your fault, or you know what I mean? Like, you're kind of like fucking always the perfect little child in their eyes, and they don't really. And guys are gonna like men, fathers
Oh
are
yeah, my
going to be
mom's
more real.
totally bought into my brother's gaslighting, all sorts of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and fathers are gonna be more pragmatic and be like, yeah, no, you like you know that kind of shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where moms don't tend to do that.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's a huge part of that is like you
Yeah,
have
like my
to teach
brother
your kids
fucking
consequences.
cracked the $5,000 stove that we had, and She never made him pay it back. And then he
Yeah.
started making all this psychotic claim like, oh, it was just the stove was weak or something. And it's like, no, dude. You smashed a pot down on the stove and broke it, and he should have been required to pay for the whole new stove. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's an odd one. I don't understand.
well, I think
Like,
what I need to
offer.
do is I need to document all this stuff and talk to some attorneys or something, because at a certain point I think it becomes elder abuse financially. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if he's even paying rent on a regular basis, because I know like he's always had this thing where he will like constantly order super expensive shit off of Amazon. Like everybody orders like random shit from Amazon all the time at this point. It's kind of like it's just cheaper sometimes. Like for instance, you know those cans of Campbell's soup, the Campbell's chunky soup or whatever, like beef stew, clam chowder, all that kind of shit.
Right.
I could buy them at Safeway for like $7 or off Amazon for $3.50. Right? So
Yeah,
like if I'm ordering some fucking cans of soup, yeah, I gotta buy like a fucking 12-pack. But they'll be good long.
Half the price.
Yeah, they'll be good long after I'll have finished eating all 12. You know, and you know, I'd rather pay $3.50 a can.
Yeah, for
But he
shit
buys
that's
shit
gonna
like
last.
3D printers and fucking cameras and all sorts of shit, you know, like that. So it's like, nah, dude.
Yeah. Like, there's no way you're paying rent and buying shit. Yeah.
A lot of the time,
Cameras.
yeah. Well, they had to get a storage unit for him to put stuff in, because he just won't like get rid of stuff, and he'll just leave it sitting around the house like all over the place.
It's fucking obnoxious.
Oh, dude, like half the time our living room is like just a fucking pile of boxes and trash.
I'm down. Okay, but
Oh, anyway, though, those deep fried Rice Krispie treats looked fucking good.
yeah.
Like, if I
was kinda
was
surprised.
willing
I
to
thought it would
deep
be kinda
fry
gross.
anything, that would be a fun one to try, because you just go buy a bunch of those cheap. And I'm sure if you get the batter right, they won't end up soaked in grease, so they'll be even better, you know?
Yeah, where it's just fried on the outside like that.
Yeah. Yeah, the right kind of batter, I'm sure you look around, you'll find better batters for that.
Yeah, although it sounded like it still tasted really good.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like it's gross with all that, all the grease and shit mixed in there. But apparently, it had nothing. It made it better.
See, I would look for something like the kind of batter they use for when they're like deep frying ice cream or butter.
Oh,
Because it forms enough of a seal that the butter and the ice cream doesn't leak out. That probably means that the oil can't leak in as well. And I could be wrong, but that would be the first place I would look and try. But that was kind of fascinating. Oh yeah, Somali caught another charge for business obstruction. Probably another 6 months on top of whatever sentence he was going to get before.
I wonder if he still thinks they're just gonna get tired of it.
No, he's stopped streaming and stuff apparently now. Like he's finally stopped.
But still managing to catch charges, though, huh?
Well, this is from stuff he did before, like when he very first was doing all this stuff. This is one of the things about how the Korean justice system works. They will just keep adding charges through like this long, drawn out process that's in very much is part of the punishment. You're not just being punished by like for the crimes themselves, but like you're being punished by the process.
Yeah, you got to hang it over your head. And assuming since they don't put you in jail while you're waiting, there's no time served credit, right?
Exactly.
Interesting.
Yep. So the whole process, and their whole thing is like, why should we, pay our money to keep you alive? Like why should we be feeding you, housing you, and clothing you when you're a criminal and we want you to suffer for doing bad stuff? It's like, it's a fair point. And if it's not a violent crime that you committed, then they don't waste their money. Which is actually kind of nice if you think about it. Like, if you lived in South Korea, I'd be like, I appreciate that I don't have to pay more money in taxes so criminals can have a real nice fucking stay at the jail, you know?
Yeah. Jesus, dude. How old is this dude going to be by the sentence and serves the sentence?
I believe November of this year is when it's over. That's when the sentencing should take place and the crimes are all being punished. But until then, it's fair game. And you have to remember, a bunch of people got together. You remember they dismissed the incidents with the little kids on the train?
Oh, all right.
They decided there wasn't enough there to charge them with anything. Well, a bunch of people got together and found a bunch more evidence that would more than likely be enough for them to convict him on that too.
Oh, wow.
So like that charge is still being investigated right now. That might come and be a charge. It might not. They might not charge him with that either. But there's a much better chance that they will now. So hopefully he's going to end up facing some of those charges too pretty soon.
Yeah, what are they guessing as a minimum? Like a dozen years or something at this? Like the absolute minimum?
Well, there's like oh, what do you call it? It's like, I think the bare minimum would be like a fine for most of it, and probably like 4 or 5 years, if I remember correctly.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I thought they were saying.
And the maximum at this point is about 13 years.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I don't know. The whole thing is kind of like a crazy, wacky situation. But I think you're probably looking at, I would say probably like 5 to 6 years still. I don't think they're going to go too crazy on it. I think they're going to clearly make a fucking point for sure. Like 5 to 6 years is a lot for what he's done in here in like the U.S. That would be unthinkable. Right. Although I think it's ridiculous that it wouldn't be that much time in the U.S. I think that our laws need to be reworked.
Yeah. Anybody fucking with people in public, like, should be, there should be new laws making that much fucking worse.
I think I think this is an entirely new situation that, like, the laws just are not prepared for. And they need to accept that, you know, nuisance streaming in public, using people, abusing and harassing people for entertainment and monetary gain should be illegal. I think that's a pretty reasonable stance to take. Hard. And that we need to make new laws to reflect that, like, that's not acceptable and we don't allow that here.
Yeah, especially if there's multiple occurrences.
Oh, yeah. Well, all this shit that's going on, like, internationally started in the U.S., so...
Right.
We were the genesis of this particular phenomena, and hopefully it goes away soon.
Yes. Yeah, and they start passing, more stringent laws against it, more severe penalties.
Yep, because at the end of the day, like, that's what makes the difference. It's why I'm so excited to see these pieces of shit that are trying to fucking stop ICE going to jail. Like that they're actually being arrested and charged federally so that they can be prosecuted properly and serve some jail time, hopefully. Personally, I would prefer that they just get a wood chipper.
Right.
Because I think these people are just not good for society in general. I don't think they need to be around.
Yeah.
It
was one thing when it was like, you know what I mean? Like, incredibly corrupt shit that was going on. this and that. But yeah, just them enforcing the law and getting fucked with by these people
Yeah.
is fucking bizarre.
And how disheartening for the police, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Man, everybody in the house
Who's
is
the
like
bitch in the one in New York? The one that literally looks like there's just no intelligence. I think Matt Christensen. I don't know. Maybe it was Active Justice Warrior. One of those two did a video about the bitch. Letitia James.
Doesn't ring a bell.
I think it was. Yeah, she's the one that has the weird. And she's got like the lazy eye, but then she's also got like I don't know, man. It really looks like the bitch just has nothing going on behind her eyes, dude. Here, I'll share this, dude. This is the yeah, it was actual Justice Warrior did a video with a few days. But I don't know, man. I look at her, I'm just like, I feel like there's just no intelligence behind this bitch's eyes. There's just no fucking soul, no fucking anything.
Like all of Hollywood?
That bitch.
Oh.
But yeah, she's the one, yeah, defending the image in New York.
Well, and the thing that gets me is these aren't just like people that want to make a new life. These are legitimately convicted felons. Like they're convicted felons. They're not maybe innocent. They're guilty. They're definitely guilty.
Yeah, they're
And,
here illegally.
That's why you kick them the fuck out of the country, is because we revoke your citizenship if you commit a crime within a certain period of time, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah, dude, it's absurd to me that anybody defends this shit. It's like I don't get it.
I you know, like I
Like,
talk to
it's not
people
obvious,
like
yeah.
my mom tried to bring it up. She does this thing where she tries to like fucking convert me with just bullshit, emotional shit. And she was trying to convert me, and I'm like, no, you know what? Your side fucking lost the election. The majority of the people, vast majority of the people, by statistical analysis, want these people out. They're not good people. They're criminals. They're deporting felons who violated our laws and have no longer got any right to be here. And they're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Nobody's being kidnapped. It's not illegal. They don't get to be here. They're bad people and they're being taken out of the country. I'm just like, I'm not going to have this discussion. I'm not going to play games and listen to whatever weird propaganda you watched on the fucking news, you know?
Yeah. It's like, dude, I don't understand. I would never. But I would
they
be
just
on my
refuse to believe the actual truth, that these are just felons that committed horrible crimes. You know, I know like 3 people, 4 people right now who are here illegally because their parents brought them over when they were kids. You know what I mean? Like, and you know what? Yeah. None of them have been bothered by ICE at all.
Yeah.
But you know who has? All these fucking felons. You know, like, and one of those people is in LA.
Yeah, I don't understand why you'd want them in even legally. I'm like, why? You want citizenship? They have citizenship? Because I think they're going to keep doing what they've always done. If they had citizenship.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like, if these were people that were going to like work a job or like do something constructive, I would say, hey, you know what? Maybe there should be some sort of path where they can get citizenship. Yeah, you know, like I'm torn because there's like 3 people where I work right now who are like all illegal aliens, I believe. They've all mentioned it at some point or another. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, they should be deported. Like, but at the same time, like they're not like felons; they're actual people just working jobs. And so I'm like, I think there should be some way for them to gain citizenship. They grew up here, and they don't really, going back to Mexico would be a pretty severe punishment for people that have no idea like what it's like to live in Mexico and what the culture is and everything. Like they're just totally like different people than would be there. But at the same time, it's like you don't blame the government for enforcing the law. You blame their parents for violating the law. Like it's not the government's fault that their parents chose to disregard our laws and come here illegally, and that they're not legal citizens. Like that's not our fault. So like if they end up getting deported, like that's sad, but at the same time, it's like
fucked up. Yeah, but
like it's not.
Blame the parents.
And you knew this was a problem for a long time and didn't resolve it any time before now. Like so. You
it's crazy when you hear about
any number of times in the last few years when the other side was
when Biden was
in charge and probably got
or back when
citizenship
Obama was
way.
in. Yeah, dude, there's been plenty of times when Democrats are in and really okay with that shit, and would have fucking given you the citizenship pretty fucking easily.
There's a few people I know who there's at least one guy I know who went and joined the fucking Air Force. You know what I mean? Like, he was like, oh, shit, I might get deported. I'm going to join the Air Force. And I'm like, now that's somebody who's proactively making decisions and not blaming other people. He's just saying, I might get deported. I better do this. So.
This might, I should be a citizen after this.
Yep. Oh, yeah, no, that's how it works. If you like, the people that are working where I'm working, like, if they were to go join the military, they would 100% be granted citizenship for that.
Yeah.
Like, after they served, they would be like, yep, nope, fair enough. You served your country, put your blood on the line for the U.S., you absolutely get citizenship, so. Like, I'm not going to call and fucking report anybody or anything crazy like that. That's just not who I am.
Right.
Not a fucking
I hear you.
But... I'm not going to be heartbroken if it happens. I'm just going to be a little sad. Be like, it's unfortunate. They were good people, but, they chose the path they chose.
Yep.
It's like if I die of a fucking heart attack, then, like, within the week. That's my fucking choices led to that heart attack. It ain't anybody else's fault. It wasn't Burger King's fault I ate all those cheeseburgers. It wasn't Taco Bell's fault I ate all them nachos. Hershey's didn't make me buy their candy.
Damn. Came across a new weapon from the some of the more updated Skyrim shit.
Oh yeah, interesting.
Well, there was a there's new materials like amber and madness. There's madness ingots. I guess I assume from
interesting. This is all new shit that I've never heard about.
Yeah, that's I just posted the new weapon I just came across.
Oh, okay.
Called Nerve Shatter. It's made out of amber and madness ingot.
Let's see here. I'm curious now. Oh, that looks pretty cool, man.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, because
is it better than dragon bone or dragon hide weapons and stuff? Because like
I know the arrows definitely are. They're like 1 point better than Dragon Bone. Or Madness is actually 2 points better. Amber arrow 1 point better than Dragon Bone, and then arrows.
Oh, that's good, because I hate when they add shit like this and it's not the strongest in the game, because it's like, well, what's the point?
Yeah,
why am I bothering getting any of this? It's just fucking. It's the game's already got the best stuff anyway. Is something else. Why am I even gonna get this shit? Why are you bothering me?
Yeah, but yeah, no. There's spots where they're like creating new caves and all kinds of shit, and that's actually where I got that. There's a new cave location
Oh,
And I
okay.
went in, and there was some dead guy there, and then there was a note. They're like, "Hey, bring the Amber thing here. This fucking magic weapon will appear." I went and got that, and came back, and that's what the weapon was. So that was pretty cool. Then there was a new quest where you get a new fox, bringing her along. And then she was one of the ones that wouldn't pick up any stolen equipment that I dropped to do the respawn, the replicating trick. I'm like, you're useless. Get the fuck out of here.
So the new follower doesn't do that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, some of them are like that. They're not gonna do it. Jazargo's down though. He's because they steal shit. They're good thieves. He'll pick it up, stolen, not stolen. He doesn't give a shit.
Nice. I
Yeah,
never played with followers in that game. I know that's weird.
yeah. Well, I always had him just to carry because I was always getting overcumbered. I'm like, bring him
They
on
kept getting in
carry.
my way in the middle of fights, man.
Yeah, some of them, although they're different, like different types of whatever fighters will stay different distances. Some of them will stay quite a ways back. Like especially the magic ones, they stay pretty far back, which
Oh,
is
that's a good
nice.
point. I never
Yeah,
thought of
so
that.
Jazargo just stays way the fuck back and hits them with lightning and fucking fireballs and shit. So if you get a mage, any kind of mage, yeah, they're gonna stay way the fuck back.
Okay.
They're not really getting your way. Yeah, yeah. Oh, once I realized that you could, because when you trade with them, or when you're like, hey, I'm gonna trade some shit with you. You're gonna carry some stuff for me. Like, there's a limit. But if you do hey, I need you to do something, and you tell them to pick it up off the ground, it is quite literally unlimited. I've yet to reach a limit and how much they will pick up off the ground, no matter how much they're already carrying.
Oh, that's
So
kind of
that's a
cool.
nice little infinite carry weight glitch.
Oh, then I could finally live my dream of literally picking up everything in every dungeon and keeping it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it'll be a pain in the ass getting it back from them. Or maybe not on PC because you have a lot more memory. Yeah, once you get a lot of shit, like when you're getting it back from them, like it'll freeze. It'll take like 10 seconds for every item.
Oh,
Obviously, if you have
okay.
6 or more, it happens all at once in the 10 seconds or whatever. But like if they have like 5 of something, then you got to do that like 5 times or 4 times, however many you have of that particular item. But that might not happen on PC. I don't know if you've ever noticed if you put too much shit into one container, like it takes forever to load anything into it or to take it out
Yeah.
because there's just too much shit in one single container. But if you never really got that playing on PC, it might not be a problem at all.
No. Containers have a finite level of storage, I think. Um,
Okay.
I just think it's
Yeah.
really,
Well, I've never
really
noticed
hard
the
to
limit.
reach. It's so excessive though that if you've got like more than one container in a house, you're covered.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's always plenty. But no. I was wondering if, like, when you shit in taking it out, you have a crazy amount of shit in there. Is there a long pause when you're trying to pull something out or put something in? Like, does it take 10, 15 seconds sometimes to pull something in or take something out
no,
when you've got a
no,
bunch of
that
shit in
that we
there?
don't get. We don't get that on PC.
Yeah.
No,
So you might not have to worry about that at all then. Fuck yeah. That's awesome. Because that's the
that
thing is
actually
I would have
is.
so
Yeah.
much, dude. Yeah. I would so like Django would have so much shit. But yeah, when you're taking it, you're like, oh, you've got 120 sanguine roses. Okay, I'm gonna take those. But it takes it's like a pause of like 10 to 15 seconds when you hit it. You're like, okay, and it just kind of freezes up while you're waiting for it to happen. So
Yeah.
yeah, PC doesn't do that. That's fucking awesome.
PC Master Race,
Yeah, I feel
bro.
like I have enough
PC
of
Master
those.
Race.
Damn. But yeah, I figure that's probably enough, right? Like if you have 250 like sanguine roses, that's probably enough. It's probably enough for any playthrough, I would imagine.
I don't know what Sanguine Roses even do.
No, it's the one you get from Sanguine, the debauchery guy. You remember the one where you get like you're getting a drinking contest with him,
Yeah.
usually, and then you wake up the next day and like you're married or something, and then you have to like go through a bunch of shit. He gives you the Sanguine Rose at the end. It's the one that looks like a. Here, I'll just fucking pull it up, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, I know
oh,
you're
oh!
gonna recognize it.
You
It
have
looks like a fucking
multiples
rose.
because you're copying it. It's like a staff, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just didn't. Making it multiple Sanguine Roses is what confused me.
Oh, I
I
gotcha.
don't
Yeah, no,
duplicate.
that's
I
one of
don't
the items.
duplicate shit because like once you get those fucking the gemstone boost thing, like money is just not a problem. And honestly,
Mm.
like I never have problems with money in that game anyway. Just like sell daggers and stuff, you know.
Yeah. Well, the Sanguine Rose is every time the petal falls, and then when it's done, you lose it. That's why I got a bunch. I was joking about but like I wanted to have multiple ones just so if I
Oh
do
yeah,
use it, yeah, because it goes back. Like the lore on it is as soon as you use it whatever amount of times to where it's out of rose petals, it goes back to Sanguine or whatever.
okay.
But if you have like a dozen of them, use a, use up one and then start with the next one. Because yeah, I don't know. I still have not figured out any kind of rule for what can and can't be duplicated with the replication trick. Because it seems really random. Because it seems like the Sanguine Rose would be one that wouldn't, and there's a lot of shit that seems like it wouldn't duplicate that does, and a lot of shit that seems like it would that doesn't.
Huh.
So
Well,
yeah,
no
there's
doubt
no
somebody
clear
out there has
rule.
figured it out, but I have no idea. Yeah, that's crazy. I never
Yeah,
duplicated, so.
yeah. No, I went crazy with it. Obviously, again, I literally have like 250 of these fucking things. And again, 250 of all kinds of shit. Like Archmage's Archmage robes.
Yeah.
I have like a fucking couple hundred of those. Like a set of like the ancient Falmer armor. I don't know that. I've got like 100 sets of that.
What the fuck would you do with
But
100 sets of that armor, dude? Whoa.
yeah, like I said, I just started doing it with like I went to take all my rare shit and try to duplicate it. And that was one of the ones. So I just because it shows up like a bunch of times. It's not like you do it once and you go back and it's duplicated and then you have to do it again. If you come back or even just load the game again, you save and load the game again. Even if you're in the same room, it's going to be there again. Like all the shit you dropped that duplicated is going to be there again just from saving and reloading the game.
Huh.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, you don't have to do much. You definitely don't want to do too much because it will crash the game.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
Or not crash the game, but like
Like I had
I
the
did too
house
much.
in I forget which place I had the house. It's the one where everything's kind of like tall and in the mountains kind of thing, and there's like the dwarven museum in that town. I can't
Yeah, oh,
remember the.
Markarth, yeah,
I
yeah.
had my house there, right, and I instead of putting my gems in chests, I just dropped them all on the fucking table, like the big kitchen table. So there was like just a pile of gems, and every time you looked at it, your computer would slow down. And I thought it would be
Right,
really
right.
funny to dragon shout the gems, and it just froze for like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Like it kind of gets to the point where it starts
that
to
makes
do
sense.
that shit. I'm guessing when you've duplicated enough shit in one area. There was a glitch in Morrowind where you would use some method to boost your skill or your physical attributes or something, and then you would cast Soul Trap on the ground, and it would make it permanent. So you could get like ridiculous levels of boost to the point where you would have like 10,000 strength or 100,000 speed or something crazy, right? And so you like
right.
You could get to the point where you press forward and the screen just flashes and freezes and glitches out for a few minutes, and then it comes back and you're across the entire map on the other side.
Damn, dude.
Or like you jump and you gotta go and take a piss and come back because you're not gonna come down from how high you've jumped for a long time.
Damn, that's funny.
That was very entertaining to fuck with, but very easily became broken to the point of like, why even play the game? You know what I mean? It's like it was better not to do that in general.
But but no, you can do like look hundreds of items, be pretty okay, or at least 100 to 200.
Yeah,
I fucked up in a few different spots, like Honeyside, the house you get in Riften.
Yeah.
There's like I went in there and I dropped a crazy amount of like super expensive potions and all the books that were worth like at least $50 or whatever, septums. And a bunch of, I did too much, right? So basically, like when I would go back in, it would do this weird thing where everything would flow from one side of the basement to the other and just crash against the wall. Yeah, everything would just, it was the funniest shit to see, dude, but it would eventually just crash. Like, you know what I mean? There's just so much shit that's moving, and I would try to run in there and like pick up as much as I could, but it was super slow and you couldn't really get that much. And after like 5 minutes, it would just fucking crash on me.
Well, you know, these games have always been fairly easy to crash, to be honest.
Yeah. Or there's places that just won't load. Like the upstairs, like where the king's, the Jarl sleeps in Dragon's Reach and Whiterun. I dropped so much shit in one of those rooms that it just won't even load in. Like I try to go into that room and it'll just stay on the loading screen and just never load. My house in Raven Rock, the house in Raven Rock too, like on Solstheim, same thing. I dropped too much shit, and now I try to go in there, and I can't go in the fucking house.
Oh,
so there are a little bit of things, but it's a crazy, like I'm talking like 500 things. So like
some of the numbers you've been throwing around are pretty fucking whack, dude. Like why would you do that many of that?
You can pretty safely drop like a couple hundred items and be perfectly fine. And you know they'll duplicate, and you can pick them up, keep picking them up. But yeah, I got a little greedy, dude. Even the one down, I did it on the basement under Jorvasker, you know, where the Companions Guild or whatever, you know, where you turn into werewolf or whatever. Yeah, like I dropped this bunch down there, and it's like fucking in the room where Kodlak stayed, you know, the Kodlak white main guy, the main Harbinger or whatever the fuck the guy was called. But anyways, dude, it was like literally like over waist high, full of shit. And that's still okay. Like it still doesn't crash on me. That room is literally full, like up to the level of the fucking like raised chests, or not chests, but like the display cases. Like it's as high as like the raised display cases. Just that whole fucking room is just covered with fucking armor and fucking other shit. And it still works. Although occasionally it does that thing where you kind of fall through the floor, but it doesn't crash. It's got that much fucking shit in there. So yeah, if you ever feel like doing it, it is kind of fun. For whatever reason, I haven't gotten to doing it. You probably will not go as long, or even start.
I tend to not do stuff like that. To me, it kind of demotivates me from playing the game. When it gets too easy.
Well, it's not even too easy. It's just having a lot of shit. It doesn't really make a difference in the gameplay. You know what I mean? Because you're just duplicating shit you already have.
Having all of the best stuff and having like multiple copies of everything that's really good just seems a little too much for me. It would demotivate me from playing the game. I would give up. I would never finish the game.
Really? Okay.
I like challenging shit.
I just thought it was cool to have a bunch of shit. It was mainly the stuff that, like I said, like the Sanguine Rose was probably the main one that I was interested in.
Oh yeah, I
just
get it.
Anything
I get what you're doing.
Yeah, anything that you lose when you use it, I was like, no, I want to have this forever. Yeah, so that was my main motivation. And then I like the little nuclear footballs that you got in the freaking Veil. I think they call them Paragons, but they. Did you play the Forgotten Veil one where you get like the ancient Palmer armor and all that? You meet the one last remaining
No.
actual Palmer
Apparently,
guy.
there's a lot of new stuff that's in Skyrim that I haven't played.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Well, there's these things called Paragons that you use in Forgotten Vale, which is way up in the northwestern corner. Um, let me see if I can show them to you. I refer to them as nuclear footballs. Here, I'll show you what they look like, and I think you can see why. It should be pretty obvious. Yeah, like well, I mean, it was partly that and they look like, and also because I know they used to call like the apparatus that they would carry around,
Yeah.
so that the president could like declare nuclear, like enact
Yeah.
like
Okay,
nuclear
I got
war.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they called that the nuclear football, so that was the other reason that I called
Oh,
it that.
okay.
Okay. All right, but yeah, that's what they look like. There's like an emerald one, sapphire one, different colored one, but they all look like that.
I'm looking on the
If
store
you're
page
looking
now
in
because I want to see if there's like DLC or something that's new that I haven't got for Skyrim.
fuck, it's got to be the Dragonborn, right? What?
Yeah,
What?
I've
I'm
got the
trying to think of
special
the.
edition
Yeah, it's got to have it.
anniversary
Yeah,
upgrade
it's.
where they just like took a bunch of
Oh
deal
yeah, there's one that
stuff
just
that the
came out.
fucking made and then they.
Yeah, it says available now. Skyrim anniversary upgrade. Yeah, I haven't loaded it in.
I've already got the anniversary upgrade.
Yeah.
Creations
Okay.
was the one I
Yeah,
was
yeah. You'll have
talking
all.
about, where they basically just took a bunch of stuff from the workshop and charged money for it and made a bunch of money off of stuff they didn't make.
Oh right, right. Yeah, that's right. Creation.
Yeah, this had some new stuff on it that I hadn't seen before in Skyrim. I think I played like a little bit. It's just tough for me to go back because it's such an old game.
Yeah, I hear you. No, the one cool one was the there's a they put it into like the sewers underneath Solitude, where you go in and there's all kinds of new like fucking obviously different enemies and shit. What was the thing? You get the sword of Jiggalag at the end of it, but there's a bunch of new ingredients
Oh,
that
okay.
weren't in the vanilla game. Like a ton, dude. Like there's probably a good I would say a minimum there's at least 50 new ones, if not closer to like 100. Like you'll have like slowed soap and fucking Daedroth venom and weird shit like that. Let's see if I have any around here I can fucking look. But yeah, there's a crazy amount of new that was the other shit that I was replicating. It was all that shit.
Right on.
Because there was like the only place you could get it is like at the end of the mission or whatever, sewer under Solitude, and you have I guess it was something from Sheogorath's realm. You had the Saints and the Sinners or something like that. It was like two factions, and you had different armor. You had like the dark armor set from the one, and you had the golden armor set from the other one. That was some kind of cool stuff. Not the greatest, but pretty decent. Trying to think what else. Yeah, and I couldn't quite finish the whole mission because like when I first came across like what initiates it, there's a Khajiit guy named Risad, and I accidentally killed him, and he's like essential to completing the entire mission. Like I was at least able to go kill the main bad guy and get the sword of Jiggalag. Jiggalag is I don't know if you're how familiar you are with the lore. But I think he's the one that like got like eaten and shit out and became Malakath, like the orcs' main patron, Daedric Prince. Are you familiar with that story, or probably not?
No, sorry.
Yeah, it was. I can't remember. It was either Jigalac or Trinamac. But anyways, yeah, it was like this fucking badass Daedric Prince, but got fucked over by Boethia, I think. But one of the other Daedric princes literally like ate him and shat him out, and from that point on, he was Malekith, who
Oh,
was
okay. I
again
think
like
that's
the
another
Lucifer.
DLC you can buy. And I'll
Yeah,
look more into it later. I'm not gonna get anything right now, but
yeah, yeah. I hear you.
definitely something to look into. Because if there's enough like new stuff, it might be worth another playthrough.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the Forgotten Vale alone, man, that's a big area. That's like a really big area.
Well, and you're talking about all new
Yeah,
materials and even better weapons and armor and shit. So I'm gonna look through and
yeah,
see what I
yeah,
have that I haven't bought yet, and look into that. I remember that there were like new backpacks and stuff, so you could carry more shit and all sorts of stuff like that too.
Mm. All right. You're talking about Skyrim, right? You're not talking about the.
Yeah, Skyrim. It
Okay,
was
I
the
just want to make sure.
there was a thing called creations that they put on there, and it was essentially they took a bunch
Yeah,
of workshop mods and converted them
yeah, I
into real
remember.
game things that were in the game, and then charged a bunch of money for it.
Yeah, I
So they,
remember.
they,
I
they
remember
ripped
when that
off all the
happened.
people that did all the workshop stuff and made money off their stuff.
Yeah,
After the
yeah, that
numerous
was the really
times they
fucked up
threatened to
part.
shut them down, they'd go and steal all their work and take money
Yeah,
for it.
yeah, and
Real
they didn't
shitty.
even. I think like after the fact, they started at least splitting the money or something like that. But yeah, at first they literally just jacked it and fucking made all the so.
Yep.
After again, like you said, threatening to fucking like sue them and have it removed or
Yeah, because they've been working on
yeah,
that Morrowind in Skyrim for a long time. That's been a
yeah,
thing that they've been
yeah,
working on,
of
as well
course.
as Oblivion. Oblivion was being worked on as well, so I know that.
Right.
So
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, obviously they're creating. Yeah, that's a huge fucking area.
yeah,
Yeah. Although, yeah, the reason I bring up the online, how you can,
you just
because
cut
before
out
you
for that
release
whole
one,
statement, whatever that
oh fuck,
was.
hold on, I forgot my phone. I'm coming. I left my phone sitting in here and I walked away. All right, am I coming through now?
Yeah, yeah.
I hope. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, but yeah, they're like for the longest time in the Elder Scrolls Online, you could only be in one of three sections, depending on what character type you went with. But
Okay.
apparently now you can go to. Although apparently you got to pay like a $5 a month fee to do that.
Oh, fuck that.
But yeah, because I was like, because apparently he was saying the new game was probably going to happen in like High Rock and Daggerfall.
Really?
And
Okay.
I was like, fuck, man. Yeah, I was like, fuck, that's the area I was playing in fucking back when I was playing the Elder Scrolls Online. I'm
Oh, I
like, that
never
kind of
played the
sucks.
Elder Scrolls Online. I tried it for
Yeah, it was
like
kind
a
of.
couple of rounds, like a couple of times, and it was just so shitty. It was like, oh no, this is just not as good.
Yeah, yeah, it sucked. Well, I mean, I played it just because you know what I mean. So that's the only thing that really made it fun. Like the combat, it was all right, but it just, yeah, it wasn't the same, dude. And
Well,
I
part of
hated
the
having
fun
to
of the
team up.
Elder Scrolls thing is you get this giant open world exploration that you would from an online game without having to deal with all of the other players that make those games shitty.
Yeah, yeah,
And so
for
that's the
sure.
problem is when you add the other players, you take away the entire premise of what the draw is for the game for the vast majority of the fan base. Like it's just like, oh
Yeah,
no, the whole point of this was I don't have to do like World of Warcraft deal with everybody's weird fucking mommy and daddy issues and how they can't just play a game and
right.
have fun without making drama for no reason,
Yeah, yeah. One of the reasons I stopped is it was because of all the ones that were all right. You need four people, players, on. Because I would go in because I'm that I think I can take on something four people and beat it by myself. And in that game, you
Oh,
definitely
that's
could
why I
not.
stopped playing Sea of Thieves a lot too, is to just stop being able to find groups of people to play with that were fun. Like it
Yeah,
started off, you
yeah,
could find, you might do matchmaking and you might go on 3 or 4 boats, take 20 minutes to find a good crew, but then you'd play for like 5 or 6 hours and have a great time. You know, and
Right,
then a little
right.
bit later, you're like, takes you maybe half an hour, 45 minutes to find a crew. And it's like, well, it's a lot of work, but you're going to play 5 or 6 hours and have a good time. And then by the time I quit, it was like, you're never going to find a good crew. It's not worth your time ever. You
There's
know what I
always
mean?
going to be an asshole.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
always going to be multiple assholes or little kids that just don't fucking know how to play the game and waste everyone's time. And it's like, oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, and I didn't even try, to be honest with you. I was like, I'm not even, you can't just hang out. And they would.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I don't want to fuck with that, dude. I'm just going to fucking do this.
Well, a lot of people
Yeah.
want to make that like a replacement for their like regular social life. You know
Oh,
what I
right,
mean? And,
right.
but like a fantasy
Yeah.
version of it, like a really unhealthy fantasy version of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's one
I
thing
hear
if you're
you.
just like getting to know the people you're playing a game a lot with and like you make friends, whatever. That's totally normal. But like some of these people
Right.
making it a weird Fantasyland shit where they're making all sorts of stuff up for no reason, and it just gets
Yeah.
real
Like
fucking
Second Life.
weird, you know? Like, yeah, exactly, like Second
Dude.
Life.
That's why I love that dude that goes in and trolls them. Because he does it he's so fucking good at it, dude. He's so good at trolling. Because he'll act like he
It
doesn't
blows my mind
understand.
that that game
No,
still exists and is so big.
yeah, it is. I don't get it. But people get in there. They love doing that role playing shit there too.
Well, like I
And
think what it is if you can
get real
spend
upset
like between
if you don't
$50 and
follow along.
$100 a month on the game to like buy like stuff, digital shit for real money, you can
Yeah,
basically pretend to be like a wealthy person.
yeah,
So you
yeah.
like you
I
can
guess.
live out your like fantasy of living in a mansion because everybody wants to live in a mansion until they probably have actually lived in a mansion. But like everybody's got that sort of fantasy in their head, right? You know, like
Yeah,
I
I
think
want
I
to be
think
an
living in a
important person.
mansion would be fucking awful. But like that's because I have a
Right,
more realistic view of the world.
right, right. Yeah, I can't imagine having a house, no matter how much money I might have. If I win the lottery, dude, I'm not buying a fucking mansion. I would
Like
rather
a,
have
like
like three or
a
four
house
houses.
where you need a golf cart to get from one side to the other without getting winded, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Where
Like
it's
like
not
I
a
get
fucking
like the
party every
idea of
night.
having a theater and a bowling alley and a fucking fast food restaurant and fucking like a fucking water park in your backyard sounds cool. But like at a certain point
Yeah,
it's gonna get real fucking annoying and expensive and dumb.
yeah.
I think
No,
the
I
only
would
reason
much
I would ever
rather
want to
have.
live in a mansion is if I could have everybody I know live in the mansion as well. Like
Yeah,
then it might be
yeah,
worth it if you're living with a big group of people and you're all having a good time together on a regular basis. But like on your own, it would be really awful.
yeah, yeah. No, I'd much rather have like three or four, like way decent around the
I
country
think
or something.
build a nice house that's got enough room for you to have guests over, but not enough that they'll feel comfortable enough to try to live there. And yeah, have like a swimming pool and a hot tub that are not huge but aren't tiny, and you'd be a happy camper.
Yeah,
Most people would be, I think. And then
yeah.
plant a
Or just
couple
a
of fruit
decent
trees
size.
out back or something. Like grow some fruit or something that you really enjoy, like apples or pears or peaches or whatever.
Yeah, for mine, it was like my fantasy if I won the lottery is buying a house, like a decent house, a nice house, but with a lot of acreage, a lot of land, and then
Yeah.
just fill it with like golden retrievers and fucking Bernese mountain dogs and shit.
I would just want like enough room to have like a fairly good sized greenhouse to grow like fruits and vegetables because boy howdy man, fresh grown tomatoes like in your own garden are so good. Like
Right,
the
right.
store brand are like they're okay, but they're not great. But man, if you grow
Yeah,
your own like heirloom tomatoes, they're like candy. They're so sweet and tasty and not acidic. It's like,
right,
they
right.
wouldn't be able to be shipped anywhere, but they're really good. And they're coming up with
Yeah,
all
or
these
fresh
crazy
strawberries.
hybrid fruits now that are like super tasty. Have you tried there's like a nectar plum or something where it's like a nectarine and a plum mixed together?
I have not.
And it just
Sounds good.
genuinely, it was like just about the same firmness as you get from like a nectarine. Um, and the fruit came off of the pit with no problem. It just came right off the pit, so it wasn't sticking to it. And it was like as sweet as like you would expect if you had added sugar to peaches. But it was just like naturally
Nice.
just super sweet. So it was like eating like peach pie peaches, except without the fucking pie. It was so good. And now that we have some in the kitchen right now that are like plum mixed with apricot mixed with cherry. That are
Damn.
like really really good little like candy tasting fruits. They're just so sweet and tasty, like it's crazy. I don't know how they're doing it.
They're pulling it
And
off
there's
somehow.
more stuff out there like all the time. It's nutty. Oh, did you see the video with the fucking bear next to the roller coaster? You kind of get the idea from just the JPEG. There's like a couple
Yeah,
of
I
bears
watched
right
that.
next to the fucking roller coaster track, and she's just barely moving along at like maybe 1 or 2 miles an hour, right next to the fucking bears. There's
Yeah,
nothing she can do about it, you know. She's on a fucking roller
yeah,
coaster.
luckily they weren't like aggressive. They didn't actually go after her.
Yeah, I was
She
sitting there
wasn't
like,
moving
if
all
they
that
wanted to
fast.
eat her, they just fucking eat her. There's no shit she could do about it right now. She's strapped into that fucking cart.
Yeah, yeah, that was fucking nuts, dude.
I would have been
Like,
like,
all right,
I hope I wore my brown pants that day, because I'd be shitting
right,
my fucking pants. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that was disturbing, dude. Like, wow, she got lucky
Yeah.
that they're currently not
Let's
hungry at the
see.
moment.
I like the John Cena thing with the punching bag where he like pretended to punch it and then made a point of being like, I haven't punched anybody in real life in like 25 years. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking punch this stupid fucking bag so you guys can be like, oh wow, he punches really hard. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
I
your
ain't fucking
plan
with
B
that.
is precautions. No, that bitch is absolutely out of her fucking mind.
Yeah, yeah,
I hate that shit. I hate that they
fucking fun.
managed to fucking stop Planned Parenthood defunding. Like, no, let's make women responsible for their own decisions. Like, they actually should have some consequences for their actions.
Yeah,
I'm sick and
yeah, it's
tired of
pretty
this
fucking.
like weird thing where they should just be able to do whatever they want with no consequences. It's like, no, this is real life. Like, we need to stop insulating them from their fucking actions.
Yeah, I couldn't believe even being willing to. How do you
Thank
fucking
God
want
it
to?
has a chance of making her sterile, because can you imagine if this cunt was raising kids?
Yeah, that is pretty
Like, she would be
terrifying.
doing it on her own, because there's no way any guy's going to stay with her for any length of time, and those kids would end up retarded, like, through no fault of their own.
Yeah, yeah, that would be a rough one. Oh shit! You know what I didn't know for the longest iron thing? I didn't know like if you have like 100, I didn't know you could hit the bumpers and skip from one side to like from the 1,000 to the one like super quickly. I thought you literally had to like hold it and just let it run down like over fucking long periods of time. I
Oh,
had no
no.
idea you could do that.
Those
Yeah,
are always the nicest things to
I mean,
find out, although frustrating that you spent so long not knowing.
yeah, I mean, there's ways around it because you put it into a container and then take back all but a few of them, or there were
Yeah.
ways around that weren't all that complicated, but it was still like, fuck, man. Yeah, I told my son, he's like, oh yeah, no, I'm like, what the dude? You didn't bother telling me. Hmm.
He assumed you
But
knew.
yeah, either way, not a huge deal, but it was definitely nice because it skips like 20%, no matter how you have in how whatever the quantity is.
Oh, yeah.
It'll skip like 20%. So you hit it like 4 times, 5 times, and you're all the way to the other side, which is pretty nice.
Not a bad deal. Did you see you posted a Canadian thing, and I had talked about it earlier too, and so had Samaj. The
Yeah,
the four
yeah,
territories that are ready to go. Like, there's actually four. Two of them are talking about being a state, but British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and I don't remember what MB stands for. It's not Montreal.
was it NMD?
MB, yeah.
The Manitoba probably.
Manitoba, yeah. are all, and they're the 4 western ones. They're all like wanting to leave. So
Makes sense.
yeah, Manitoba, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, Labrador, Nova Scotia. So
Yeah,
yep.
that would be fucking
So
pretty
Manitoba,
crazy.
Saskatchewan, Alberta, and British Columbia, all 4 of their western provinces are talking
Yeah, it
about
makes
leaving
sense. Dude,
Canada altogether.
yeah, and they do seem to treat, especially Alberta, like total shit. And despite the
Well,
fact
they
that,
treat them like a
like,
fucking piggy bank. They basically just steal all their money to give to everyone else, and it's a real problem.
yeah, because they have a shitload of like oil and fucking
Yeah,
shit, and yeah, they just kind of rape them for,
and they're not even
and
doing
then
a good job of collecting and selling the oil. So the money they're getting and
yeah,
stealing is like not even close to what they should be making off of it.
yeah, yeah, because it's again, yeah, it's similar to giving shit for free thing.
And I can understand why
They're like, it's not costing them.
Canada would not want Alberta and Saskatchewan to be American states.
Right,
But
right.
Trump has like openly like been like, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, come on down.
Yeah, so like
Yeah,
I don't know the legal
yeah, 'cause
issues going on because I don't know anything about Canadian law. But I do know if that all
right,
4 of them really genuinely want to go, there's not a whole lot the rest of Canada's going to do, um,
or can do, yeah,
or can
yeah,
do even. But it'd
yeah.
definitely
Especially if
leave Canada
America,
in a real shitty
yeah,
position because uh, it would cut it into 2 separate areas. Like they'd have 3 territories to the north of those 4, and then what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it looks like 5 territories to the right, to the east, the east coast, and they would be separated. They wouldn't actually be physically connected as a country anymore.
yeah, yeah,
So that would be very interesting to
yeah,
see how that gets played out because I mean, I could understand them saying like, "All right, Manitoba, if you want to leave, you leave, but we need to get like a stretch of, 50 miles or 25 miles from the coast between Ontario
yeah.
and
Some kind of
Nunavut to like,
yeah,
connect
some
our
kind of
fucking
easy,
country."
yeah. Like you're gonna have to give us some shitty strip of land to fucking run through here without having to cross countries.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
I
sure
would
you work it
say the
out.
easy decision would be to like cede some land from Ontario to Manitoba and some from Manitoba to Ontario, and work out some sort of trade in land that was decent. The only problem is then you're
Right,
stuck with
right.
all these people like, well, I don't want to be still in Canada. I want to be in Manitoba, and all these people from Ontario. I don't want to be in Ontario. So it'd be interesting to
Yeah.
see how that played out.
I can
Um,
imagine a lot of people trying to move into the states that are, or move into the areas that are before it happens,
oh
just
yeah,
to
for
be out of
sure.
Canada.
Well, like I think it would be really beneficial to us. We would gain a lot of resources, oil and stuff like that,
Yeah, yeah, it'd be
and
both. Yeah, it'd be mutually
culturally, they're
beneficial.
not that far away from Americans, so I don't think that's a real issue
Yeah,
there.
yeah, you can leave the French Canadian parts to fucking Canada,
Yeah. Well,
and
and like I don't
nothing
think
happens.
we would get a lot of benefit from like bringing Mexico into the U.S. I still think we should, because
Right.
having Mexico, we could just eradicate the uh, fucking what do you call them? The what do you call them? Cartels. We could send in the
Yeah.
military and just eradicate the fucking cartels first, like before they're actually in, and then we'd have a southern border that would be very easy to defend, comparatively speaking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We would be much much
Yeah.
better
Make a
off.
hell of a fucking
You
hell of a
know,
buffer, dude. At the
yeah, we'd
very
have a
least.
lot more of a realistic way to like stop the fucking trickle of people into our country. And then hey, we would have all these great Mexicans are great people. Like they're awesome people. They hardworking people. They're very a lot of them are very conservative. I can appreciate a lot of the conservative points of view. I think that it would be beneficial to both sides. They just have to learn how to speak English.
Mhm. Indeed.
You know, I think that would be pretty cool.
I feel like a lot more of them speak English than the ones that are here illegally.
Yeah, oh
I
yeah.
feel like a higher percentage of them speak English
English
and
is
Spanish.
like a pretty universal business language.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you're gonna be in business and work in like big companies, you want to speak some English. Like
yeah. No, it
one of
is.
my friends
There's
from
literally
Mexico,
international
one of the
business
reasons he
language.
can get all the different jobs he's getting is because he speaks English very fluently. So like he can speak Spanish, obviously, and handle any sort of issues with like Mexican people. But like if they're getting calls from like Americans for some reason or whatever, doing business with people in America, he speaks perfect English.
Mm. Yeah,
You know, so
but yeah,
he's
no,
like a.
English has been the international business language for fucking decades.
Oh yeah,
Since
it's been that way for a
fucking
long time, long time. You find a
yeah,
lot of people speaking English all over the world, mainly because of businesses and tourism.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you have to fight the fucking story about the organ harvesting shit. I'm trying to catch up on stuff because we got like 15 more minutes. Um,
Oh, right, right.
Matt Christensen posted the story about RFK Jr. and the HHS investigating the whether or not they're actually letting people die in order to harvest their organs, or even like killing them to harvest their organs in places when they have the
Oh,
fucking
wow.
donor cards.
Jesus,
Turns
that's
out at
fucked
least
up.
1 in 5 it looks to be the case where they were like, let's just harvest their organs now because maybe they might die. So it's why waste good organs?
Yeah, let's get them to the people that might. Yeah, the rich
Even
people
though
that.
even though those people probably could have survived,
Yeah, that's
had they
fucking
not had their
horrible, dude.
organs stolen from them. So that's fucking crazy. Yeah, we're all fucking crazy though, right? Like we're all a bunch of fucking
Yeah,
lunatics.
crazy
Uh, you know,
conspiracy. Yeah,
break out the foil hats because I was the very first time I saw that I was like, nah, I ain't gonna be donating any organs. I'm like, they'll let me fucking die so they can sell them to somebody with more money. Like I'm not stupid. You know.
yeah.
Oh, the fucking In and Out president is leaving California. The lady who owns In and Out.
Oh, oh wow.
And they're not going to continue to like expand in California. They'll probably start to expand into wherever she moves. I think she's going to like Tennessee or something.
Damn.
She's going somewhere conservative because she's like, it's just not safe and I don't want to be in the state anymore. It's not
Yeah, they
beneficial to
just got a bunch
me.
in Arizona. Just come to Arizona. You already got a bunch of in and outs here.
Uh, they're going to Tennessee, so presumably she's much more conservative.
Hmm. In Arizona?
Arizona is a little mixed right now, right? Got that fucking
Yeah.
governor that stole the
Well,
election and shit.
yeah. Yeah. Well, according to the election shit, but as far as practically, and there's not a lot of fucking liberal people, even in the cities.
Yeah.
What's
Let's see.
wrong? It's okay. You need to go out?
Oh yeah, that one where the lady was like, "Why the fuck am I not on all your shit?" Like 30 days after they've been married. Why am I not on your fucking bank account? Why am I not on your
I
stuff?
got
But your bitch mom and daughter are, and I'm like, oh shit.
yeah.
Like, dude, you need to leave. Fucking get that annulment because you're gonna fucking die in your sleep, and she's gonna inherit all your shit and leave your mom and your fucking kid out on the street, dude.
Yeah. Oh fuck! There's a cat in the yard.
Like, she clearly thought she won a fucking prize, and the prize was cash money, and now she can't have it.
Why the
Like,
fuck
that's a
would she think
dangerous
they're
thing.
gonna choose the? Yeah. Why the? Dude, that's a fucking crazy amount
Oh,
of.
her attitude about it too is insane, dude. Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
why
That's what
would
I'm
you be
saying.
screaming at him to fucking give you all this stuff when it's like, would wouldn't that make him not want to? Like, I don't get. Yeah, I don't get
I'm.
her fucking whole point. That was weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the bitch about like the kid and his mom being on this.
Yeah, that one blew my
Jesus.
mind. Straight up call his mom and his daughter a bitch to his face. Like, you gotta be fucking narcissistic as all hell to think he's gonna. And she's not even that
Yeah. Be
hot.
okay with
She
that.
was like a 4.
Yeah. That's what's crazy, dude. Like, it's not even just the super hot bitches that have an intent. It's like fucking all of them. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They can be just average looking, dude, and fucking be that entitled.
Oh, there's a couple of girls I know in VR chat who I'm like actually kind of friends with, and I very gently tried to suggest that their concept of having like all these like absurd expectations out of a relationship for the man, but none for themselves, is why they're single, and why they're not gonna get a date. But in like a really gentle way, like not like super confrontational, because I don't really care. I'm not involved either way.
Right.
Like I'm not. I don't want to fuck them. I'm not trying to like be their fucking boyfriend or anything. And you know, if they're not with a boyfriend, that's it's not really gonna make me sad. I just like kind of sucks to watch your friend like fucking beat their head against the wall.
Yeah. I'm sure they were very receptive to it. Yes.
And it's like, you know, you gotta have something you're bringing to the table too. You can't just expect them to be bringing everything to it. You know, that's kind of ridiculous. Like, oh yeah, that guy's got to be beautiful and have all the money in the world and take me on these fabulous vacations. But the only thing he gets from me is my pussy. You know, it's like, no, you got to bring something to that relationship too, man.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, no, all those things that you're naming. 1% of men. You feel like
I mean, I'm not even getting to that part. I'm just saying, if you don't have anything you're bringing to the relationship, like that's a whole nother level with that you go after you get them to realize they're not bringing anything to the relationship. Then you go into like your expectations are ridiculous. Because once they realize and accept that they need to bring something to the table, and they look at what they have to bring to the table, they'll have a better chance of recognizing that. But we're not there yet. We're just to the point of like, you're not bringing anything to the table. You're not going to cook food. You're not going to bring your money. You're not going to bring, you know, even like a friendly demeanor. Like, what are you bringing? Like, you're just there as a whole to fuck, and he's supposed to, you know, just pay all your bills. That's not really a relationship.
Like all the other also have.
Yeah, it's not a healthy relationship either. You're not a team. You're just you know, it's a transaction. You're the woman. You're making it transactional.
You are
with his expectations. You know.
Yeah, classifying yourself as property essentially.
Yeah, essentially, it's like, well, yeah, I want a man to own me. I just don't want it to be for cheap. And it's like, but you're not that valuable because pussy all feels the same. It's not like it matters what it looks like. To a certain extent, you know, I mean, as long as you're not looking at a hideous person, if they're actually really, really nice person and they treat their partner really, really well and do a lot of cool, like really nice things for that person, then not only is that person going to want to be with them, but they're also going to want to do all those really nice things that you're expecting. For the other person. Like it's like, unfortunately, reality is transactional, but not on the level you seem to think it is. Like your view of your self-worth is way too high.
Yeah, that is crazy. Because I've definitely. That's like 0.1% of men that you're.
Oh yeah. That's also insane when you look at the expectations. Is like. You're looking at such a low percentage of men. It's like in the city you live in, there's probably 4 or 5 men total that fit your expectations. Out of the 100,000 people that live in the city, there might be like 5, and they're probably already all in relationships if they want to be.
Yeah, and if not, what makes you want to?
Yeah, why would you be? How would you compete with the other people that are all wanting that guy? Because it's not just you. There's all these other women that want that guy too. Yeah. It's like if a guy was expecting to marry like this, you know, the top supermodel at the moment, right? You know, she's like a supermodel making all this money, and he's just like, oh yeah, you know, I'll just bang her and that's all, and then she can pay for everything. And it's like, but you're not going to be like nice to her. You're not going to give her like feet massages. You're not going to fucking make sure that like her fucking favorite food is ready at night, or You're not gonna
Yeah.
like bring her fucking drink to work or something. Like you're not gonna do anything for her. But you think she's just gonna bang you and pay
Mhm.
for everything because
Yeah.
your dick is so good? Like there's a lot of dick out there, buddy. You know, like,
Right.
works both ways.
Yeah, although it does seem women do come right. They do shit. They put up with some wild shit.
Oh
More
yeah,
than it
no.
seems like. Maybe not. Maybe I'm biased.
There's a lot of people that just don't realize that they can leave relationships for some reason. Like they just get so complacent and so like used to it that no matter how abusive it is, they'll just stay there.
Yeah,
Like the fucking one of the girls I worked with when I was first starting to work at the company I'm at now. She literally got her fucking nipples pierced because she was so fucking sick and tired of not getting any foreplay before sex that she was hoping that might result in just a little bit of foreplay from that point on.
Wow.
Right? And I'm just like, just fucking date some other guy. Oh, well, he came and he helped me when I was really sick one time, and he took care of me, and he cleaned me and made sure I was okay for like that week. So fucking what?
Yeah, you don't own the rest of your fucking life.
You don't own the rest of your life, and everything you've talked about. This guy is a piece of shit who doesn't give a fuck about you. Like,
it's quite obvious that wasn't
I'm
who
not
he was.
involved, so she could be lying about everything. Everything she could be doing is exaggerating for fucking attention. That's entirely possible.
Yeah,
but
that definitely
like,
happens.
And I very early on, when I was, as soon as my dad knew I was going to get a job, he was like, "Don't shit where you eat. Don't fuck people you work with." Right. And I was like, "Oh, good plan." So I was, at the point in time, I was not involved or interested at all. I was like, "Nope." Just, people you work with are just persona non grata. You're not interested. You'd stay out of it.
Yeah, that's one of the things I forgot to tell my son that fucked him up a bit.
Yeah.
The bitch that did him a fucking rape.
Exactly. It's one of those things you gotta like learn. Don't shit where you eat.
Like
Do not mess around with people you work with. My mom got my dad a job where she worked, and they fought all the time because of it. So like, eventually he quit and found some other work, and they were a lot happier after that. And so it's one of those things where it's just like, they learned early on in their life, and he was one of the few things my dad did that wasn't shitty was, he shared that little gem with me of save yourself the headache, my son. Oh, what was it? I don't know if you've ever done this, but russet potatoes make the best mashed potatoes. And you get better mashed potatoes if you don't boil them. If you bake them and then scrape out the potato, then you can also make potato skins with little cheese and bacon and stuff later. And you get the mashed potatoes from the russet potatoes. It's a great fucking job, like sort of hack thing. I did that the other day, and it's like the mashed potatoes come out 10 times better than your regular mashed potatoes. And then you get a bunch of potato skins to make like potato skins out of with cheese and bacon and whatever else you want to throw in there,
Yeah, never even thought of that, dude.
It's so easy and so good because it's like what? Turn your oven to 350, bake them for an hour, and then you got to stab them with a fork, right? So I set the potato down where it would naturally sit, and then stabbed it with a fork a couple times on each side where I was normally going to slice it in half anyway.
Right.
So like when I sliced it in half, I sliced through the fork marks, and I didn't have any like holes all over them. And so it was like super easy to like save it and scrape out the potatoes after. I just let them sit out for like an hour after the oven to cool off, and then I did that. And then I got a whole bunch of potato skins and a bunch of mashed potatoes. It was really, really fucking good.
What thing I tried the other day that I never taking canned tuna and just using ranch. It's not something I do a lot.
Ranch and canned tuna. I've never thought of that.
Yeah, me neither, dude. It's pretty good. I mean,
once in a while I would get crazy and add mustard, and it was all right, but it wasn't great. Yeah. But ranch, that's an interesting idea.
I always add mustard. I always do like mayonnaise and mustard.
Oh, I would always just do like mayonnaise and pickle relish, like sweet pickle relish and mayonnaise is the standard in my house, and then occasionally you might add some like finely chopped onions.
Yeah, no, I use dill relish, but yeah, I do similar. But yeah, like I usually actually more mustard than mayo usually. Probably about 3 parts mustard to 2 parts mayo. That's how I usually
God
do
no, if you
mine.
put
And
mustard in tuna fish for any of the rest of my family but me, they wouldn't touch it.
yeah,
No, wouldn't even eat
that's
it.
so fucking crazy. Yeah, no, that's how I usually make it. And again, I
Yeah, it's good. I
straight
like it.
dills. I use dill relish, but yeah, pretty
Oh
much
yeah,
the same.
I now if I make tuna, I would probably use like dill and sweet both. I would probably use a little bit of each, but yeah, like I'm just talking about like the standard recipe I grew up with was just
Yeah.
that's it, and
Or
that's all my
jalapeno.
mom and my sister and my brother will eat now is the standard recipe.
Yeah, jalapenos and some albacore tuna is pretty decent too.
Oh, a little celery for some crunch, some fucking uh, 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 olives occasionally are nice. The jalapenos are good. Yeah, I'm a big fan of adding a bunch of other shit, but yeah.
Yeah, I like mix. I like. I've started using cayenne pepper, like sprinkling in some cayenne pepper.
Yeah, if you don't go too crazy with it, it's really good. It enhances the flavor.
Yeah, it does, dude. It's fucking yeah. Not a lot. Yeah, a little cayenne pepper goes a long way
Yeah, it
anyways.
doesn't take a lot. Otherwise, then it's so too hot to eat.
Yeah,
But
and then yeah, cayenne too. Yeah,
I put a
yeah,
pinch of cayenne in a lot of other dishes that you don't normally think of cayenne pepper going in.
yeah.
Like beef stew, any kind of casserole, anywhere. Because if it's
Yeah.
just enough where it doesn't
Oh, yeah.
include, it doesn't give you any heat. It's still kind
Mhm.
of
Yeah, and it enhances the flavor of
amplifies
this
the
shit. Yeah,
ability to taste it. Like for some reason,
yeah.
it's like it
I,
opens your
I,
taste
I,
buds.
if it's just me on a steak, I will actually sprinkle a little cayenne pepper on my steak too, along with like obviously regular pepper and that, little
Mm.
garlic and a little cayenne pepper. It's pretty good, dude.
Let's see, what do I do with steak? If I do steak, I usually do thyme, garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper, and Worcestershire sauce. That's like my favorite combo.
Not bad.
Cayenne would not
Yeah,
be a
my
bad
son's
addition to that.
one.
That would go well with everything there.
Yeah, my son's one that had shown me that like use like scooping the butter onto the top.
Oh yeah,
The as you're doing it.
frying
Yeah, I never
pan,
did that.
cooking with basting it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
that turns out really.
one of my favorite things to do is you chop up like 2 pieces of bacon, like into little bacon strips, right? And you cook them till they're about halfway cooked. Then you throw in a pile of frozen green beans and a ribeye with a little knob of butter. And you cook everything up with the bacon fat and the butter, and it's just you don't have to add a lot of butter because the bacon fat's going to be in there and it's going to coat everything pretty good. Um,
Right.
but man, like the green beans with like the bacon fat and the bacon and the butter, amazing. The steak cooked in that, amazing. Like it's just such a good
Yeah,
combination.
yeah. Fucking, yeah, I've never done that, but that sounds fantastic.
Yeah, well, that was one of the things I would do specifically when I was on keto. Because green
I gotta
beans are
do a
very,
roast.
very low carbohydrates. They're actually really, really good for keto. And you could just
Okay.
have a big old fucking cup full of green beans and like a half a ribeye steak and a strip of bacon, and that was like a really good meal as far as like
Yeah.
the fat content and the fiber and all the other shit that you need, and not having
Yeah.
the
I'm not
carbs
big
that you
on.
don't.
Although, yeah, I guess the bacon part of that would be. Dude, you've still never eaten it.
Out of what?
They
Sorry, you
make the
cut
best.
out.
Oh, Cracker Barrel, the restaurant.
No,
You've
yeah,
still
no,
never
never had
eaten
a
it. Why
Cracker
not?
Barrel. Never eaten there.
Dude, they have the best green beans. They're so fucking good. They have like a smoky flavor, and
You are not the
they
first
must be
person to
cooking
say
something.
that I've heard that from. I have heard that from a lot of people where the green beans at Cracker Barrel are really good.
dude. I mean, there's
And I really like green beans. I like frozen, fresh. So I'm a big fan of green beans. So if I'm ever at a Cracker Barrel, I'm definitely trying the green beans.
have you ever checked to see where the nearest one is to you? I bet you did.
Oh, I don't know. Probably one somewhere in town.
Yeah, yeah, and I love that, dude. Fucking they have like the little country store part when you first go in, right? And it's all a bunch of like old timey like candies and shit that are so fucking good. Like
See,
it's the only place
Camarillo,
I ever find.
Victorville, Rialto, Rockland, Bakersfield. Ooh.
Jesus, Bakerfield. That's nowhere. That's in the fucking middle of the like south, in the middle of the state in the south. I remember staying there when we went
None
to
of
when
these
we
are
stopped
very
by your.
close to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude.
The
Fucking.
closest is 86 miles away in Rockland, California.
All right. Well, if you're ever around one, dude, I should. Dude, even just the store, even going in just for the store part is because it's got all those old timey candies. They have these.
Can I just order Cracker Barrel shit delivered?
Probably nowadays, it'd probably cost you. They definitely do, to go order. Yeah, have you
Shop.
ever had
Yeah, well, 90 miles away, I
like,
can't get the food delivered, but like I could go and buy stuff from their shop.
yeah, yeah. I would say if this is in the area.
Campfire Horse, Palm Beach, summer deals.
Um, I don't know if you've ever had the candy that like there's the chocolate ones. Like on one side they have like the little white, right? You know what I'm talking about?
All right, so candy at their shop is supposed to be really good. I wonder what kind of candy they got. Let me see.
Yeah, well, it's a bunch of old timey shit. Like,
They got the Werthers. I can get that anywhere. Tootsie Rolls. I can get that anywhere. High Chew. Moon
the mellow
Pie.
cup.
Nothing. The pecan logs look good. Okay, peanut brittle could be good.
Yeah, those are really good. Do you know mellow
Werther's
cup?
original popcorn. Have never seen that before.
Yeah, you know what the mellow
Buttermints I
cup?
can get
Like mellow cup?
anywhere. The double bubbles not new. They got really big jawbreaker lollipops. I'm sure those are good, but like regular
Yeah,
lollipops,
they
you
have a
gotta get
bunch of
those.
big lollipops. They have a bunch of different candy cane. It's just a straight stick
They
of
have a bunch of
different
drop candies, but those are probably
flavors.
not super like hard to
Yeah.
find.
All right, I put a picture of the non-perils that they have, and those are one of my favorite candies of all
Candy
time.
corn.
They're like a.
Oh, they
It
got a bunch
says
of
it's like a
Pez
mint.
stuff. That's funny.
Yeah,
I
again,
could
it's a
see
bunch of
ordering
old
a
time shit.
pecan log.
Like,
I think the pecan log would be really cool.
right,
And
right. The
maybe the peanut
non-peril.
brittle would be worth it. I'm not seeing any
Yeah,
non-perils.
yeah, it's like the pastel colored ones. The ones I'm. It's like a. I guess it's supposed to be like a minty flavor, and I guess it is, dude. Whatever the fuck
Oh, I've
it
found
is
those
like
at
one
like
of
the
my
local
all-time
Safeways carries that kind of stuff, man. Where it's like a little minty,
favorites.
like chocolatey kind of thing. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
like no, not chocolate. No, not chocolate.
but like the texture's chocolatey. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like a mint, but it's like chocolatey
Yeah, I guess
texture. It's like a
they're
smooth,
shaped like
creamy
chocolate
melt
chips.
that's similar to chocolate. Maybe I'm not describing it very well.
But yeah, it's got like a minty taste to it.
Yeah.
But it's just again, definitely in my top 5 of candies. Like, fucking love those things.
I've definitely
But
had a
yeah,
bunch of
it's
different
all
kinds
kinds
of
of
those
shit.
candies, like non-perils. I've had ones where they are chocolate, but I've also had what the ones I think you're talking about, like mint.
Yeah, I put a picture there, dude. If you were looking.
I am. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
yeah. They
dude,
got the
those
little
are
fucking the little
those are cra-
sprinkle things on the
yeah,
one
Cracker
side.
Barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a chocolate chip or whatever, that shape of a chip
Yeah.
with the flat side with the little dots on it. But yeah, the ones I've never seen them anywhere but Cracker Barrel.
I've never. I
But
don't
maybe
see them
check
anywhere
it.
on their website to order.
It sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, they're so fucking good.
The
Oh man,
closest
maybe I have
thing
to
they
get some.
have is like sanded candy, which is just like hard candy with like a sugar coating on the outside. And they got like your licorice, your horehound. Horehound is kind of like root beer. Lemon and like cinnamon and cherry, and they're just like hard drop candies. But
But
the
yeah,
only thing they
anyways,
have that I don't think you could find anywhere would necessarily would be the pecan logs and the brittle. Everything else I could find on Amazon somewhere and easily order.
all right. But yeah, I don't know. It's yeah, just the way it's set up is just I don't know. And I
I
fucking
bet
love
you there's stuff that's in the store that they just don't sell online.
Yeah,
That's
I'm trying to look at
probably.
what they're showing. Yeah, but it's even the
Oh,
stuff
they got
like
apple butter.
Hershey
Apple butter
bar.
is fucking good, but I like making that. That's not hard to make.
Yeah, trying to think. But yeah, even the stuff that like
Uh,
Hershey bar or Tootsie Rolls is in like
kind of
old timey
sodas
pack.
and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, they have a bunch of the old timey
Oh,
different
coconut
weird.
slices. Okay, those are different. I like coconut. I'm like the only one in my family who will eat coconut. By the way, no
Really?
one in my family likes coconut but me.
Yeah, yeah, they have like the Neapolitan one.
Oh, I see what you mean about the old timey, like the sun kissed gems. They got those. Those are kind of cool. Yeah,
Yeah, so
apparently
everything,
typing
even the
in
stuff
candy
that's
doesn't give me
normal.
all the candy that they sell. Necco wafers.
Yeah, so that's another one that you just don't see anywhere
Oh,
anymore. So yeah,
Mullen
it's just yeah.
spice. That's nice. That's very nice. That can be
Hmm.
somewhat hard to
Yeah, I don't know
find.
if it would be worth a trip just for that, but
Cheese and lemon
I recommend
straws. Well, this is all stuff I can order online. Like I can just have it delivered.
it.
Peanut brittle. I'm not necessarily gonna though. I mean, I don't know. They got a seasoning, campfire seasoning. I don't know what Big Red. I remember hearing about Big Red at some point or another. I think it's like a similar to Dr Pepper, maybe.
No, it's like a red cream soda, I think, if I remember correctly.
Oh, maybe I'm getting mixed
You
up
know
with
what I'm
something.
talking about?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. Don't hold me to that.
Dylan's
Probably
Pecan
more.
Divinity Bar. Well, it's like $20 for a 12 pack, and I'm not interested in 12 of them.
Yeah,
I just don't drink enough soda
yeah,
to go through 12. And I think they got
yeah.
fried
Like I said,
apples. I
yeah,
don't know what fried apples are, but they
yeah. If
sell
you
that.
find yourself in the area, I would definitely recommend stopping in. That's all I'm saying.
Some coffee and
If
some
you're close by,
mixes.
yeah, I wouldn't even say it's worth a special trip, but if you're in the area, I'd recommend going and checking out the store at least
You know, they
and
don't have
ordering
those
some green.
nonpareils in any of their online stores. That's a shame.
Yeah, that's fucking weird, dude. But yeah, I don't
Because
know
their
what
other
the fuck because
prices are
there's
pretty
nothing else I can
reasonable.
really compare it to.
You know, if I was gonna order like some buttermints, it's like $5 or something. It's like, why not? You know.
But yeah, I don't know. It comes in a weird package. It's it's like regular plastic, I guess, but there's also a bunch of like tinfoil, like shiny shit in the package. It's got a
Yeah.
like a yeah. Like I said, the store itself I think is worth going in to check out if you're in the area. Again, I
Oh
would not
yeah.
make a
Well,
special trip, but
they got a lot of different shit. Um,
yeah, it's a great yeah, and they have like
home
a
and
bunch of shit. I
furniture
guess you're
stuff
probably not gonna
and
buy.
Halloween
They got a
deck
bunch of the old
stuff
time
like that. Yeah.
old timey toys, like shit that was looks like it's like homemade type toys and shit.
They got like a little
That's kind of
mini
interesting.
pepper and salt shaker that's like a pumpkin and a corn cob.
Yeah, yeah, it's a cool spot, man. I like Cracker Barrel a lot. I should probably go in
This
there and
is the
just film it.
perfect. This is the kind of shit that they order from China, and people just spend like $50 without realizing it on just random little knickknacks, thinking, "Oh, I can give this to this person, and this person would really like that." And it's like the perfect kind of like road trap. You know what I mean? Like you go there because you're like, "Oh,
Yeah,
Cracker Barrel, it's gonna be
yeah,
good food," and then you go in their little store and you end up buying like knickknacks to give to your friends
yeah, yeah, yeah.
or
It's
to
pretty
take
effective.
home.
Yeah, it's definitely
They're
like I
fun to
said,
look at
a
though.
lot of
Like I wouldn't fall for the trap because I recognize what it is, but like there's some really funny looking shit. Like
yeah, yeah. No, it's like I said, I never bought any of the toys, the fucking because you can
uh,
play with. Yeah, I've never actually bought any of them, but yeah, it's cool to fucking. Like I said, it's a good vibe, as the kids say. It's a good vibe in there.
yeah, it looks nice.
Sugar
It
ba-
looks like it'd be a lot of fun going
They
through the
still,
store. You're definitely not wrong
do
there.
regular stores still sell like sugar daddies and sugar babies? Because they definitely sell those still. Like the sugar daddy is the one on
Depends
the
on
stick,
which store you
and then
go
like
to. Some of them do, I think.
yeah, yeah. I
Like
don't
if
see
you
them
go
that
to a
often.
CVS or like a drugstore around here, you probably be able to find that, but like probably not at a grocery store anymore. Although to be
That's-
fair, like any kind of candy you want is on Amazon for the most part.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if you can order those, I don't know if it'd be those pastelly colored non-peros are fucking goddamn they're good,
Oh
dude.
no, I looked through their whole section of food, and this one thing they don't have.
Yeah, that's weird.
The
Oh yeah,
closest
there's the
thing
new.
was the buttermints, but those are obviously not nonpareils.
Right. Yeah, I don't know how you get
A
those.
lot of scented
You know, they have
candles. That's makes sense.
what the hell? They're showing the chocolate ones, but not the. I'm on a website that has like it said the 12 best old school candies or whatever from Cracker Barrel. Yeah, saltwater taffy. Yeah, you can definitely get that elsewhere. The Necco wafers, I don't really see those sold anywhere. They're also not all that great. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
drive out to the coast here and start driving up north or down south along Highway 1, and you're going to find saltwater taffy every so often.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is
I kind of
pretty
figured.
easy to find in a coastal area.
Shocking.
Yeah.
What the fuck are these other ones? Yeah, I think Charleston Chews you can get most places now, right? Because I know they have them in like the fries here. Kroger
I don't know.
store.
Maybe. I know you can find them online, though.
Yeah, I know they definitely sell the like a box of the mini ones, the mini Charleston Chews
Oh,
at the
that's a good
local
idea.
fries.
I like the idea of mini Charleston chews because they do take a
Yeah,
long time to chew.
yeah,
Yeah, you know what? I
yeah.
don't
Oh
think
no, I
you
think
could find those at
yeah, they
any
have
of
a full
the
bar
drugstores or
too.
grocery stores here. I think you'd be very hard finding.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I think they actually sold the full bars because my ex was talking about how she likes to freeze them, and it reminded me that when I lived in upstate New York, like the local, the local country store, whatever the fuck, in the shitty little town I lived in, had all of them, the chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, like all three flavors. And we would do that all the time. Buy them and freeze them and then eat them frozen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was always some good shit. But yeah, apparently my ex does that now.
Yeah,
Which is kind of
frozen. There's a lot of stuff that you freeze tastes better. Have you ever done
yeah,
like
because the
Junior
Charleston
Mints or
Chew is
Reese's
kind of
peanut butter cups? Oh, that's pretty good when they're frozen, especially
yeah,
in the
Charleston Chew is
summertime.
kind of a pain in the ass when it's not frozen. You know what I mean? Like it's so goddamn chewy and
Oh yeah,
so yeah,
no,
freezing.
it's better frozen. But I would say the
Yeah,
same with like peppermint patties and like Reese's peanut butter cups, especially during the summertime.
Snickers, Snickers bars,
Snickers,
good
yeah,
frozen. Yeah,
Milky
although
Way.
Snickers ice cream bar is fantastic too, man. You ever have
Oh,
the
they sell
Snickers ice
fucking
cream bar?
bedding and shit too. Holy crap, they really fucking.
Yeah, they have like yeah, there's a bunch of like shit too. Like they have a bunch of clothing racks in the same area, like same country store section or whatever.
Not terribly expensive. A lot of the stuff is fairly cheap for what it is.
Yeah, yeah. No, like I said, anything at the Cracker Barrel, the meal. Yeah, you get quite a bit for what you pay for. It's definitely good shit.
Fucking outdoor furniture? Jesus Christ.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, outside they'll have a shitload of rocking chairs and shit, right? And then they'll have
God damn,
like a
there's a lot of
blanket.
rocking chairs. You're right. You're not right. You're not wrong.
Yeah, dude, yeah. And then there'll be like a table with like a has a checkerboard on it, and I have the checkers.
I don't see that, but this is just an online store, so it's
Yeah, out front they'll
probably
always have.
different.
Um, yeah, I'll see if I can find it, dude.
Oh, they got a
Fuck.
wicker
But yeah, they'll
storage
have.
bin. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how wide it is. Like the individual checkers. I'm trying to think. Yeah, probably about 3 inches, dude. They're about 3 inches wide, 3 or 4 inches wide. They're big, and it's a big cloth blanket type thing that is
Now,
has the checkerboard on it.
none of the tables on their online store have that.
Okay, here. This one, it's not going to give you the size, but it'll give you the idea of what. Hold on. Here we go.
Let's see, indoor
But yeah,
furniture.
again, it's another thing that's always there around with, and that I've never considered buying. yeah, that's what it looks like. And those pieces, like I said, those checker pieces are probably close to 3 inches, 2.5 to 3 inches wide. They're big.
Well, I don't know what all they have here. For this is, I have to give up. I can't keep looking through this shit. It's too much. Too much.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I
it all
posted
looks
a
really
picture,
nice. Like they have a bunch of crazy
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Did you see the checkered board thing I was talking about? Did you?
Yeah. I'm looking in the Discord right now.
Okay. Okay, cool. But yeah, like I said, it's something I never considered actually buying. Cool thing to see when I'm there, because they always have one of those set up outside, like amongst the
Okay.
rocking shit.
It looks fun. It looks like a
Yeah.
fucking floor mat almost.
Right. Yeah, like I said, that whole piece. I think. Probably, yeah, at least 2.5 feet wide. I'd say 2.5 to 3 feet wide.
Do you go to Cracker Barrel a lot? Or is this like something you go to on occasion, like for vacations or something, like when you're driving on the road or something?
Yeah, well, we have a Cracker Barrel in my.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been there in a long time, but I have been there.
I wonder if some of this stuff is seasonal.
Not
That's
that I've
always a
noticed.
good way to increase sales, is be like, here's our Halloween stuff, or here's our spring stuff, or our winter stuff, you know. Like,
Not a lot. There is some of that. Yeah, almost everything is the same year round.
yeah.
Yeah, very little of the shit is seasonal.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're missing
at
out,
least
because that's
somewhat.
usually a good way to increase sales, is like the perceived idea that it's scarce, like you won't be able to see it again, kind of thing.
Yeah, I know my son still goes there fairly. So maybe I'll ask him to pick some shit up.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I think we've covered everything we were going to cover, and I got to piss like mad, so.
Yeah, we're like 20 minutes over already, so
Yep.
yeah.
Time to
Oh,
go.
fuck. God damn it, I hope Mad Metal Man didn't show up, because I didn't go.
Nope, I've been watching the chat. No one has. We're good.
All right.